Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to season 8 of ESA. And I'm McCready. I'm joining you for the first time today. And joining me today is Stucky, going to talk us through some exciting games that we get in here. Because at this point, Stucky is starting to heat up, isn't it?
Definitely, because we are in the 2-0 bracket. For today, we will have the first three teams qualify for the final stage, and that definitely means we have some banger matchups coming up for us today with some interesting games showing up today. And
Yeah.
yeah, for the games we have, Mukudi, as it's for me, it's a big pleasure to cast for you with you today. It's the first time you are here on the ESA Cup. So
Yeah.
guys, be nice to him. You did it to me as well. So keep going. Yeah, I probably think it's the first time you're casting console in general.
Yeah, that would be accurate. It's my first time on console. I've done a bit of PC. Figured I'd dip my toes in the water, give it a little bit of a look as to what's up. And I mean, I'm very excited to get into it. I mean, look at this first team. I've had a quick browser on the Wikipedia, seen what's up, and
Yeah,
I'm quite excited, especially to be joining at this point, because something big about these teams and these games today, Spooky, is what happens if they win.
yeah. Like I said, if they win, they will join the final stage. They will play the
Yeah.
top eight, play the finals, play for the crown. And for the first match, we already have a banger match because we have Team Aspire against Ghost Army. Ghost Army is a name most of you guys already know about, played the final stage in season 7 and I think in season 6 as well, with Team Aspire facing them, a team, yeah, which is a newcomer team to ESA from the last season. Just made a very, very good impact from the start of the group stages. Let Had a little letdown for the remaining games, but still,
Hmm.
I mean, they played extremely good Siege. Had some internal problems, what lead them to just drop out in the second stage, in my opinion. But as of now, from the results, they settled the first games against AGM, where they won 7-4, against Poza Legacy, where they won 7-1. They were so freaking dominant. And at the moment, just from the playoffs table, where all of the teams are settled, they are the best team statistically. With
I
that
feel,
said, they have
yeah.
definitely a good chance to face or join the finals. But again, they face Ghost Army, the French side who played the finals in the last seasons in all other leagues. Ghost Army is a name people on the console scene know. So they will have some struggle with them.
Yeah.
But really, I would say let's have a look at the prediction because the lobby is already waiting to start. Have a quick look on the prediction, what the teams and the community is saying, and I would leave that to you.
Yeah, well, we'll bring this up very quickly. And, well, for the first game, like you say, Aspire versus Ghost Army, it looks like the consensus definitely going in favor of, I believe, is Aspire, isn't it? Yeah, and
It
Ghost
is
Army.
Aspire.
Yeah, Ghost Army getting a couple of votes in there as well. I think it's a bit even Stevens. I think this is the one that's divided most people, isn't it?
Definitely. I'm
Yeah.
just a little concerned. I'm just seeing that the social vote is missing on the screen. Um,
Hmm.
that's a little uncalled for. So I would let you go to the map and in this situation. I just have a look on the social predictions
Yeah.
and give that through. So let's have a look at the map and
Yeah,
which
no
maps
problems. Just
both
take a
teams
look towards
face.
these maps. I mean, Chalet, Skyscraper taking off the board pretty quickly. Sky, it's a team, it's like a Marmite map. You either love it or you hate it. You don't really want to go to it,
Yeah.
which is why I've kind of seen Nighthaven stay. Quite surprised to see Nighthaven stick around so late into this ban phase. I mean, Nighthaven, it's got a lot of stuff behind it. I mean, there's a lot for teams to figure out. And if they could do it, it's a really good map. But finding that click, that like finding that comfortability on that map, that's something a lot of teams can struggle with. So I feel like at this point, yeah, you're thinking, okay, well, as a team, if you're very confident, if you as a group are feeling like, yeah, well, we get this game, we can get in that final stage, this is the time to make it happen. A map like that or a map like Border really would be one of the ones you'd want to bring out at that later stage. And I think it's Ghost Army taking both of them away. So I feel Aspire, they're very confident, and that's showing in this ban phase. We are going to be heading out to Bank, though, and that's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, I'm definitely hyped for this match because I just rechecked some things too. They faced off on Bank already. They played the last 2 weeks some games against each other, with Ghost Army just coming out on top all the time. But they played 7-5, 7-5, and ongoing. So the games were extremely, extremely close. One time on bank, 7-5 for Ghost Army. So Aspire wants to take the revenge as of today. And Greedy with that said, oh, we can see the social vote. I can see it on stream. Let's go.
Right, yeah, give it to us very quick. Oh, look at that. It looks like Aspire's just edging it out there, 64% to Ghost Army's 36. Quite confident coming out from the social side. But there's only one way we're going to find out how that is going to take place, how that is going to be decided, and that is by jumping into the game. Now, taking a look at Bank here, it's a map that a lot of teams really don't enjoy. It's a map that a lot of teams really struggle to find. Like, they either love it or they hate it as well, just like Skyscraper. But jumping onto this defensive side, I feel like the blue team, I think that's Aspire.
The Aspire wet, yes, sir.
There we go. They're going to take out that Ying very quickly. I think trying to shut down a very aggressive start that Ghost Army might try and bring, just to set that pace early.
Yeah, and I mean the Ying ban is basic. It's an operator. Since they nerfed the one a little bit, it's an operator you clearly don't want to face. And on a map like Bank, where you can go for a fast plant on probably every spot for a good chance, Ying is extremely strong, as well as Montani, who is getting banned out right now.
Yeah.
So I probably don't have to say much, because just statistic-wise, thanks to Wikipedia, the Montani ban is nothing special, as well as the Ying ban, or even the Soulless ban. Soulless is still such an hard to play against operator. She didn't get the nerf, she will get it for the next season, where you can't use her ability throughout the preparation phase, but still playing against the Soulless, it's always struggle. And here on my Bank, I mean, you can't play her that well on the basement side, but for some intense gameplays, fast gameplays, smoke everything down, trying to plan, she is extremely strong. Close up by Asami. Another base ban, I would say. We will go into the first round. We will see Aspire taking the basement side as first.
Yeah, so heading down to the basement. And one thing I would love to see from this Vicky is, I'd love to see a bit of that Fenrir come out, actually, because you got to think, we saw the Monty band out, there's some reason why. When we take a look towards that sewage area, we take a look towards the actual choke points that you can take control as a Monty, all the way towards that server side, all the way towards that red corridor. There's a lot of control that one time can get, and with a Fenrir, if you're able to shut that down, you suddenly those places into murder holes for attackers. There's no Monty on the board, so that's not something we need to worry about. But if they're able to blind some of these attackers, they can take advantage of some very, very one-sided gunfights. They can catch the attackers off guard, and in doing so, maybe get an early advantage for the team. Side of Ghost Army, though, they are going to look towards the run field, towards that top floor. They have the ammo to start things off. I feel very confident we'll just start moving through. As long as the droners are, as long as the information is given from these drones, then this can be a very, very effective and fast way of taking the site. Very exciting, something you've no doubt noticed, Suki, is something reminiscent of an SSG roam, isn't it?
Oh, you're coming with the
yeah,
the PC relies on console. I really love it, to be honest. That's something most of the any one of them not new, because you have extremely heavy amount of viewers who just watching this gameplay. They are not that into the crawling gameplay. Not all, but some of them. But yeah, you're right. It's something about the going in we saw in the last games. But the question I'm just asking right now, they already let it slide, if I'm wrong, or is there someone missing on top in area? Yeah, Ghost Army has to find some spots here in the meantime, because the time is just ticking away. We just have 1 minute to the away. Everything fine, they are just approaching now to the open area side with Tom J.D. on the marble, trying to find someone. Yeah, I mean, you need to get a pick in some point, because if you're on the defense side, you still have all the time. No future, just have to deal some damage. Carol is waiting there, can't find the first, the opening frag. Can't find the Zero who was playing in the square area, and now just turning back to side. And as you can see right now, they're trying to find someone, Tom do, holding his angle. He's seeing one second by second, but can't find the kill. He's just trying to steal one, but Shivas can't close down. Can't find another one.
Yeah, looks for the second, is able to find it, shutting down this attack, and this is why we're seeing these players hold this position. They're able to bog down the attackers, and by doing so, the attackers can't really worry about that bottom floor. We will see Season, though, to be able to get that free frag. Takes out the player of Future, but that's a 2 versus 4 now. Is it a little bit too little, too late? These matches still reinforced. Shivers up to another, able to find that third kill. Looks for another, looks for the fourth, but isn't able to get it just yet. We'll just have to back off. Pixel angle. The hatch is there to fall back, but you're not going to need it. They find the kill. They shut down that first round in a very confident style. They forced the attackers to that position. They didn't overcommit what they needed to. And I feel like that's where it was. They were quite comfortable in the situation that they found themselves in.
Yeah, and exactly that is what I talked about when we started the stream with Aspire is an underdog in this game, even though they had the best scoreline from all games till now. But they're playing it so well. They improved so much in every position they are playing. And again, this first, I mean, it was just the first round of this match, so everything is possible. But it was such a good played round, just holding down, not over people, just waiting for the side of Ghost Army to find or to enter the site where they're waiting and stealing the kills from then on. Now they're changing sides, going back to the top. Going back is it's the wrong word. Going to the top floor side and just setting up everything. And again, you see again the Fenrir is another operator where some people really have big problems with. But let's see always as well.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Clearly not the operator using that much in the most games or in the last time, but still you have a various amount of hatches. You can definitely climb up there and deny some plays.
Scanning for electronic devices.
I'm a little bit late to find the first kill there. And no, yeah, as you can see, he's just marking out some Valkyrie camps, denying some metal for the side of Team Aspire. But they clearly need to step up a little bit, need to find more speed, because otherwise they will have the same problems as they had the last rounds. And how they're going. Just trying to deny more utility, finding some cross-traps, finding some Valkyrie camps.
Yeah.
Attackers have located a
essential
bomb.
part of this round. Now, the thing I'm looking towards is, I know I've talked about it constantly, but I'm really excited to see a bit of Fenrir in some comp, is these corridors. So this janitor corridor here, you can see Carol's got a really difficult angle to contest as an attacker. But when you add in, if Carol plays a little bit more passive, if there is a Fenrir gadget there as well, that is able to just alert Carol to the play pushing that position, they're blind, they're not going to see, that's going to ruin everything. Apply that principle when you look towards main stairs or over towards banana stairs, and it can be really powerful in such a dominating opponent. At the moment though, Osa is going to start moving in towards that square, and we do have Shivers down below on the roam ready to support, but for the time being we'll be focused on giving Carol a hand rather than that square position. Dealing with that square pressure is going to come onto the back of Casper. And just, I can see Ghost Army, they're not wanting to get a bit too aggressive, they're not going to want to try and get too tight into this like they might have done last round. They are going to take control of stock. Sejiro is not a fat opening pick, but it's going to be Iron who's able to get it. Kanzi has one of their own, and now 2 players off the defense. A very strong start for the attack, but they have 1 minute to find the rest of them. It's not including that player down below, not including the C4 that isn't in pocket anymore. For the Fenrir had it, to be honest, but that's not including the time. And that time really is a 6th defender. If that gets down to 000, well, you can have as many people as you want on the board. Shivers going very aggressive with this positioning, not giving away it just yet. But to start slow peeking this breach, are they aware the players below? Yes, they can see the foot, they get the pick, they look to the second. They're able to do some damage to Iron, but they don't need to get the kill. They've even things out, and the time is there as well. Refract does come out from Sinsu, and Casper finds one of their own.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Time to get down. 15 seconds. Things have gone the wrong way for the attack, haven't they?
10 seconds left.
Oh, that we but still Aspire's coming back in time. Is moving
5 seconds
away.
left.
No, they just need to find a plant right now. Nerdy can't find Tom to do it. The plant's going down. So no, Nerdy had to move. Plant will.
Attackers are activated.
No!
Have eyes.
No!
Attackers need to protect it.
What just happened to Aspire? Played it so well! But, yeah, it's a hand and hold, but no chance them shot good is.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. I just tell you something right now. This was a round for Aspire in the end. It has to be a must round for Aspire in the end. Mark my words, this will be a round in the end. Aspire will missing. Just mark my words right now.
Defenders,
This is
protect your
coming up
bombs
in the
from being
bottom
defused
here.
by
This is coming
attackers.
up. This is gonna be one they're gonna be kicking themselves. But the worst part is, as a team, when you look at that, it comes down to the mechanics. Maybe they should have been pushing it with the 000. But in terms of how that gunfight actually went down, it comes down to mechanics, and you can't, as much as you might want to, you can't say just be better next time, because that is what it is. Realistically, though, there was a lot of really, really good things in that defense as well as that attack. I mean, the attack started out strong. They got the rope and picks. They were able to take a lot of control towards stock very early on. They were able to start getting these crossfires in place
5 seconds
to
left.
set themselves up for that execute. But when it did come towards that time, to that 1 minute mark, that's when the defense really kind of popped off a little bit. That Oryx getting aggressive, getting the pick really put Aspire back in the game. And by doing that, well, we saw a situation that they should have won that round in. I feel like it goes without saying they should have won that round, but just a little bit unlucky, they weren't able to.
Sweeping for electronics.
Still though, if you're on the defense on that, you want to put that out of your mind. New round, it's round 2.
Yeah, that's it.
You haven't been here before.
But just keep in mind that they had played each other extremely often the last 2 times, and Aspire always came up short. For them, sadly, but still they came up short. They want to show that they are, or that they can do better. And when you lose some rounds like the last round, you said it right. You need to get exactly that out of your heads. You need to say, okay, on to next round. We can do that better, and they just need to show exactly that right now. Going to the same side again, worked well, had some problems, and as you can see, the holding side of holding team of the fire is the same they did before. Same operator lineup as well as on the side of Ghost Army here. Already entering stop trading again with a SQ waiting for someone. And again, the damage dealt on the side. Never mind. Again, played in the hands of Ghost Army, but it's Future can find the opening. Can't find the Ash to do out. Just saved himself from a little wallbang here. And now the Guman's just popping up for the intro game. It's definitely given 14 of them. Carol needs to be secure because you can see that he's just sneaking up. Can't find another kill. Double kill. So Kenzie and now Ivan can't find Nerdy, leaving Aspire in a 2v4 situation with Twitch down.
Yeah,
but back on the knees. Yeah, I know Aspire needs to find some lucky picks, but it's no chance. This is extremely well played off from Ghost Army.
Yeah, I mean, we saw last round of round they probably shouldn't have won, but that one it definitely was. I mean, what we saw, that was a really nice division of that site. They really cut things apart with angles. They had the player over the woods window. That player got taken down pretty quickly, yeah. But that player was able to look all the way through sight. It stopped that rotation. It stopped the freedom of movement for the defenders that they realistically need if they want to deal with that square side push. They lost that Ash very quickly. Yeah, that's not the end of the world, though, because they had these players in their positions. They had that top square presence. They had stop. And in the last round where we saw Aspire being able to get a refrag, start really pushing themselves back into the game, that was just kind of shut down by Ghost Army. I feel like they were definitely ready for that. Yeah. Coming out to this bottom floor side, we saw a very, very dominant win coming out from the defense. I do kind of expect to see a little bit more of this second floor roam, but in your opinion, Stokey, if they're gonna deal with this, what do you really want to see? I mean, I want to see a bit of vertical play coming in over that office area, maybe going towards janitor, start doing some vert. That way you cut off the defenders, rotate, or escape the side. And that's when your attackers can do the damage. But correct me if I'm wrong, or you've got any other ideas?
Nah, I completely agree with you. It's something I'm like to talk about is that they play the same setup. You mentioned it just a few seconds before. So the question, the big question for me is, can the side of Ghost Army rely on that? Can they play the same strategy they played the
Bomb
first
located by attackers.
So we're doing it like this or this in this moment, trying to set another attack, try to just figure out where to play and get the opening tracks a little bit earlier, playing a little bit faster, because you clearly can see it's the same lineup they are playing, and this is something Ghost Army needs to find to deal with this defense side. So the vertical play, the hedges are open already, just playing extremely fast this time, 1 minute, just reaching, droning, getting way more intel. Still, you can find a kill in this situation, but still they're trying much better. Aspire need to set up, and that's something I talked about in the first room, where I cast them first against AGM, the first round game. They're playing extremely well, but indeed they are playing the same all over again, and relying in some situations a little too much about or on their aim. It's something definitely. But yeah, let's have a look. I mean, they find the first track. It's again the Zero who's getting dropped out, so it definitely works again, and you can see that the side of Ghost Army just taking a step back, just letting the time slide a little bit, and we down trying to enter the open area side. Trying to play a little bit more onto the spot itself, can find the first track, Casper out, can deal some damage now, trying to come back, so do already in with his Jackal. Who needs to be aware of exactly this operator.
Shivers. Looking for another kill, but unable to land it at the moment. Another kill to keep these attackers on this top floor, but if Shivers is able to wait this long and doesn't even get another kill, they will be able to deal with this execute onto the side. That's the third kill on the board. They're looking for the fourth, but they don't know the player has started to move in. Looks like the Jackal, that's what he sees and knows where the player is. Looks for the head, isn't able to find it. Shivers able to get a fourth kill. And in doing so can shut down this entire round just on that middle floor.
Wow.
And looks for it. And that's going to be Shivers getting the ace all away from that mini office. And all the way, just playing that carefully, going on that top floor, getting them droned, saying, okay, well, you don't know where I'm going to go. The attackers then suddenly have to roam clear the whole floor, and that wastes so much time. Shivers has time to adapt downstairs with the rest of the team, setting up the crossfires, saying, right, okay, well, how are we going to play this? Are we just going to burn time? Are we going to come back to site? If they're full committed for that roam, and that roam clear, like Shivers was able to get them to do,
by attackers.
then yeah, they fully committed to locking down that attack, making them so uncomfortable. And from the side of Ghost Army, they were so focused on getting that middle floor, they didn't realize that you can leave this player and maybe go in through main lobby.
Yeah, it probably would have been the best outcome for Ghost Army, but still, the side of Ghost Army struggled against such big time with the open area side. They can't find the kills, or the big kills there. They find one at least, yeah, that's definitely right. But still, they struggle so badly, and Shivers just can do his thing there, just entering one by one. So I'm not going to say
attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
It's really not a take, but I think you definitely know what I want to say right now. You can't get the kills way too easy for Aspire.
Scanning for electronic devices.
But the question is, what can they do now? Still, it's not that bad. Statistically, the basement side is the hardest side to attack here on Bang. The big problem is they didn't even came to the entry point. So they now take the top floor again. Did it 2 times, successful. Aspire wants to find the first defense win here. But they had some problems in the second round. And now we find out what they will play again. Same or nearby same setup we saw before just changed the Oryx against Pulse this time. So slightly adapting something. Oryx hadn't that much of an impact that it's reliable on this operator. Pulse is... I mean, I love that we see a Pulse. It's not an operator we see that often, and he can cause so much damage, but needs to be secured. And the question is, what is the side of Ghost Army knowing about it? Will know who's there? They need to find out.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this, when you have Shivers down below, Tom just pushing in thinks they're the bottommost player. With this Pulse running around, think about how late a lot of these rounds have got when we've been on this top floor. It's been executing onto that top floor. It's been the plant scenario. Shivers being on that Pulse can really shut things down. It's basically bringing the solace, but without the actual monkey and the impact nades. The roam clear's got taking place, but Shivers has just dropped down below. And I feel like this is the right way to play it. Playing it carefully. There's 1 minute off the clock. All 10 players are still in the lobby. And Shivers, you could die now. They could push in and try and get a kill and not be able to make it. But the amount of time that's been wasted. Now, the attackers are going to start their assault. Tom is going to try and take that gunfight with Shivers, but isn't able to land those kills. Shivers suddenly has a lot of escape routes cut off over towards that blue stairs or towards Beeper. The pre-fire comes through, but it doesn't find it. Nerdy, however, is going to be able to find a kill and keep these attackers on the edge. The frag will come through as Nerdy plays Janitor. Looks for another one, but it can't get it. Janitor's open up so sight. This is where Shivers is going to get so fundamentally crucial. But Tom's going to take down Future. It's all going to be down to Shivers and Casper. Shivers has to go for that verticality. There's only one player on that side defending. They're able to find one kill, Casper. A beautiful shot with the MP5K ACOG. And Shivers able to get one of their own. They even things out. They know the players over towards Janitor. The time's ticking down.
10 seconds left.
To go for the execute. Casper looking for where this player is going to
5
plant.
seconds to go.
As the impact's in pockets, not aware the player's there. Now they are. The impact goes through, but the gun fires. Iron's able to get the kill, but it's down to the cover from Shivers to shut it down. And another top floor attack taken away at the last second.
Wait, no. It's the one first fire. It's not taken away this time.
It's taken away from the attack.
Oh, you mean that? Oh, okay, yeah. So sorry, I just misunderstood it. I mean, but well, I really don't know what to say. They had
attackers need to locate and defuse
so
as
much
many
struggle.
bombs as
I
they
really
can.
don't want to hate on them because they are extremely strong.
Yeah.
They are giving, not giving up what they are probably can, in my opinion. Still, the one was extremely close. I tried to find the kills again, of course.
We're ready for company.
In my opinion, life way too long when he stepped up the main stairs or came back to side. Can confirm the last kill there. Again, and great round from Team Aspire, playing extremely...
10 seconds left before
Here you
insertion.
can see why they are in the 2-0 record at this
5
point.
seconds remaining.
No, they have
Bomb
played another
located by
score.
attackers.
So we see opening
Attackers
seeing
objective is
area
the
that we
bomb.
didn't saw today before. Definitely
Barricade throwing mag. Defense
to
up.
show no because it's the side I didn't see that often on the side of Aspire when I passed them. So you see how they will play, how they will extend what the side of Ghost Army will try no time to enter.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casper's gonna fall pretty quickly. The vertical does start taking place with that ram. But Rams and Opry I really enjoy. It's very, very passive verticality, which is something that's just opening things up. You see Tom very comfortable with the Alpha Sumo going to use that verticality to their effect. They found that opening big. They're able to find a kill on the site. Using this gadget, while Shivers will find a refrag, we'll be able to open things up, spot these frostmasts, spot this gadgetry, take it off the board. And I think I want to echo something you said earlier, because I feel like it is quite prevalent. At the moment, Bank is 63.6% defender-sided in this league alone. So in this league, this is the most defender-sided map we've seen at the moment. And Shivers right now is going to prove exactly why. The verticality can go both ways, and if you're looking up and you're able to spot these players, suddenly Iron and Tom's show are taken off the board very, very quickly.
And as you can see, now Team
Launching
is
drone.
left with 2 players on Twitch trying to figure out some more utility, at least some. Sorry for that. At least trying to find some Fnet gadgets from the Fenrir, or probably some proximity alerts. Placements of the remaining enemies too. Kenzie can find future enemies, only Nerdy left, but isn't aware of the Zero playing on main stairs, rounding out everything. So we have 3-3 roll swap. I really don't know if it's in favor for Ghost Army. I mean, yeah, it's still a defense-sided map. Ghost Army played the rounds, they won extremely well. Now need to find the same passion in the defense side. And Aspire need to figure out some good attack rounds. And I think the rounds we have to focus the most on, just from the attacking side,
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Basement.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's a tough nut. I feel like looking on this side, I'd be kind of looking towards Aspire, and that's a 3-3 split. That's done pretty well. It is a very heavily defender-sided map. We talked about the stats not long ago. We talked about how it just kind of genuinely plays out. For me, though, I think these early gunfights are going to be crucial, and how we see these roamers get dealt with. If we see Aspire, Ghost Army, if we see Aspire on this attack, being able to cut off these roamers
5 seconds
with the same ability, like the same game sense, the same location that we saw them on the roamer themselves,
objective is to locate
then I feel like this is where we'll see how this game kind of plays out for the rest of it. If these roamers are allowed to stay alive a bit too long, like we saw from Shivers on a number of occasions, then we'll see maybe not necessarily mistakes, but little oversights that might just give the side of Aspire edge. You've got to be able to deal with these roamers, and if it's not something you can deal with as a team, then it's something that's going to cause a lot of issues. Shivers is going to be droning out, and well, nearly does look to get 1 kill. Iron's going to be able to find it, and he's able to find Future as well. Casper does get the refrag, and it's already a 3 versus 4.
I mean, he can find both of the extended rounds of Ghost Army, but still they had lost 2 players already because of a simple miss run on the top square area. Something, I mean, it can happen. They made the best out of it. Can find the 2 players on top at least. So everything's possible. And I mean, they just, I want to say it solely, they just lost Nurk and Jekyll. Cleared the roamers out, so it's quite fine. Still have the hard breach mats, can probably open the hatch, no breach deny in the pocket of Ghost Army, but still, it's something you can't do that often. So Aspire beware for the next rounds. So let's have a look what they can do now. And I just want to figure out, it was something I didn't have my eye on for the first 6 months. Can we have a look on the kill feed on the side of Team Aspire?
Swapping mags!
You need to remember, Kaspar got 2 kills this round. He was on 3 kills before. The whole team of Aspire is in the back of Shivers at the moment. And this is something Aspire need to clear out too, because they all need to find their viability in this match. They need to find some kills too. You can't rely on one player. That's the question: can they do this in this attack?
I think to kind of really drive that point home. I mean, sure, it's amazing that Shivers is having this wonderful game. It's really a pleasure to watch. But if Shivers was the one trying to push in top square, as Shivers got taken down, where would the rest of the team be now? That isn't the situation we're going to look at it here and now. This hatch is open over towards that office. The blue stairs have been opened. I believe that square hatch is actually reinforced, and that allows the roamers to actually keep their heads covered. Or the attackers, sorry, to keep their heads covered. The roamers can't actually do anything. It's going to be Shivers now who has full control of that verticality. He's going to look at trying smoking off these positions, but with that open wall and these mirror windows, it's going to be difficult. Flames start to go out through in red. 15 seconds starts to tick down. The push does have to take place. And all of the util on the side of Shivers is going out. He's going to look at rotating to main stairs, but the plant is going down.
5 seconds
Shivers actually playing the pixel. The flank goes down. The defenders have become the attackers. They're able to find one, but they're not able to find another 2. And that's going to be another round for the attack. A very strong one as well. But the big thing is that droning on the top floor, that can't happen again.
Definitely, but I'm extremely hyped for the game for the plan situation they just brought to us. Just played it extremely well. All plan 2v3 played it so good till the final seconds, till the final kill. Just smoked, just fired, just went through. Not
Defenders,
the base
protect your
plant
bombs
behind
from being
bomb or
defused by attackers.
close to the torch. Just planted, went into the corner and planted there. Not known for the side of Ghost Army, and yet the round was coming down for Aspire in an extremely good way, and they need to find this round. And so it's the first time an attacking side can find a basement spot. So the streak's broken at this moment in the 7th round. But the side of Ghost Army is playing there again. Tracking out what the problems were and
10 seconds remaining.
doing it better. So let's have a look what Aspire will do. Definitely
5
have a
seconds
look
left before
what
insertion.
wrong gameplay we will see, because they can't do this again. It was.
Attackers objective
I mean,
to locate a bomb and
it can happen. I don't think they will do something critical like this again, because this is something that definitely can cost you some rounds.
Oh yeah.
But I don't really think the side of Ghost Army is playing this kind of role again. It just don't look of it. I probably think they have all 5 players on spot.
Yeah, it's something I kind of look towards, and I can see you kind of have a little think about that one. You can see Iron up above with the information from those drones, but if you're able to catch a team that off guard with something that they just weren't expecting, they're probably going to have a plan. That's made them think, okay, well, what are we going to do? How are we going to tighten things down? We see the droning here much tighter, making sure they get every little bit of cranny, and Nervy as well on that Jackal again, going to be looking for this information. Grim's actually being brought out, as we will see Iron get taken down, trying to push up and trying to get something. And Grim going to be using to try to shut down these Romans, trying to keep people out of positions when they do go for this late round execute. Time to get down, and these Fenrir gadgets are going to be key for me, really. As we can see, one's over towards those blue stairs, like we spoke about. Got quite a few over towards the office area. Seijuro playing very aggressive on that top blue. One frag grenade could take them out, but is it going to be the case? No, they're probably going to be able to just push a little bit forward, do a bit of damage, and that's not going to happen at all. Shiv able to win that gunfight, takes them down, just gives them a little bit stronger advantage looking towards the execute. Vertical control again for the attackers is in place. Now they just have to get ready for this execute itself. Shivers the usage of utility.
Attackers have located a bomb.
That's something I really want to see again. I want to see these flames, see these smokes going through, so that when it does come to this final execute, it's going to be a work of art. But one thing you might have noticed, if you're paying attention to this operator pick, is our Warden's here. This Capital's not going to mean much if they're using the smokes, but the C4... Got to make sure Capital doesn't matter at all. Tom's able to find that kill. And on the back of it, like I said, they still have that Warden gadget. Any smokes, any flashbangs, Warden's able to deal with it. Kingsley, though, is going to try and do it himself. They get fully flashed.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
That is able to help. Kingsley will not be able to escape. The shooter takes them down. The information gets taken away from that camera.
Attackers
still on the mirror window with 30 seconds left. This is going to be tough. This Fenrir is able to even it out. But there's a lot of work left to do. The Grim Bees start to go through. They will ping anyone who swings insane. You are going to push. You are going to be spotted. And it is going to be a tough one. And Spot does come through. Feature rotates around. Tries to cut off the player. Will drop into red. Doesn't know about Tom. The save's going to get him. And Tom's going to swing for this last player. But they don't even need to. That is a defense just cleaning up. As soon as we see the Capital take it away. What can I say?
Oh, I'm so happy to cast this game today, because it's so enjoyable to watch. Both teams playing on one level, both teams making heavy mistakes, both teams playing so good as a team. And again, this time Aspire giving away a ground they definitely had to win at some point. But the C4 coming out for the Capitão was so well thrown. Exactly known as he was playing in this situation. And now we have to 4-4 scoreline again. It's so good
located a bomb.
from both sides. And now I'm extremely hyped. I really don't know which team will be the top in the end. Let's have a look what they can what Ghost Army can do this on the top floor. Just remember, looking back on the
10 seconds left.
first 6 rounds, Aspire had some struggle on top there. Give away one unlucky, one on clear, one on day 1. Now they have
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
at least some points, at some points the same line of play played before with the frost shield on the hallway. We see one Mai. It's something they played. Yeah, played in the same way, just to cancel this big upgrade Valkyrie as well. So this is slightly at some points the same. So let's think what we can do there. On the side of Aspire, we don't have anything big. Just 2 fragments to clear some shields. Oh, the flow is in the mix. I just missed on that. But Shivers with the opening frag can't find Iron already. Oh, and it was just in one play. And the cam is there, the ping is out. They definitely knew that there's or close in the office, playing with 1 in archives, 1 in the old office, waiting now. Shivers is waiting for someone to step up. But can't find him. Kill Shivers. Just a little bit short on the trigger. Can find the next one, and they're trading each other out. Track now 3 against 3 situation from this time again. Still, remember, they have 2 players. They have 2 players in the bottom. No, Suzuki just moved back to the Jennifer hallway, is back on the side with that. So they only have 1 roamer. It's Kenzie who's just a little bit away from the side, and now the yellow pink's coming out. Situate with an
Attackers drop the diffuser.
easy kill that Suzuki can find Carol. So the Valkyrie camps are working. IQ definitely does not have that much of an impact this round. Because yeah, again the pinks. Oh no, this time it's for tank side, my bad. But yeah, the pinks are coming out. The intergame for the side of Ghost Army is there the whole round, and that is something this time is planning to figure out for the next round. If they play Valkyrie, they need to deny this camp. Play the Valkyrie passively, play the IQ passively, just let them figure out where the camps are, destroy them part by part, don't have to push in, because if you have 10 points, it's so much easier to getting denied. And now it's only Casper left.
Right now, Casper's probably just going to take a moment, not really commit to much, and just have a quick chat with the team. Think about, all right, so what's happened? Where did we go wrong? In my opinion, I feel like what I want to see is Aspire. I want to see someone else going on that room clear as well. I mean, Shivers can certainly handle themselves in the gunfight, but look at what's this. I want to see Future going with it. I mean, if Future clashes with that bot, they can really direct where a lot of this verticality goes. They have a second person to go for a refrag, because we saw in that last round, as soon as Shivers got taken down, the other player down below is suddenly saying, okay, well, there's a lot more freedom for them to move. They could rotate back to side. They could be another gun in that fight at the end of the round, and that's what we saw happened. Like you said, like, we expect them to be down below, but they weren't held there. I feel like that's the big thing I wanted to see. It was a second roam clearer downstairs. IQ's already in the lineup. You might as well keep them with you. Like, I don't understand that so much, but we are going to see a quick timeout coming for the side of Aspire, and it's kind of makes sense. That's 2 rounds on the trot, isn't it?
Yeah, but everything is possible, but I think we're seeing a rehost with the 4-5 for scoreline right now. The question is, where is this rehost? Do they have some problems with the game in general?
No, I hope not.
No, we are seeing. I really don't know if you had so much to do with this on the PC side, but we are causing a little protest for the last round.
Yeah. I'm used to rehosts and protests, and I think the worst one I've ever seen is I'll watch the team disband in a game. It was painful to watch, actually. But yeah, for people who might not be aware of what's happening right now, is a little conversation, because they're using Emerald's skin, and I know Siege has been a lot more lax when it comes to skins recently in competitive games. However, skins like Ember Rise, Wind Bastion, Blood Orchid, ones that really can make it difficult to see the opponents. they're ones that a lot of leagues tend to shy away from, and we're no different. I mean, personally, I'd rather just stick with the default, but a lot of teams will run some of these. No, not necessarily, as a bad thing. Like they might try and play it just because they like the skin. They might just forget to take it off in competitive, and I'm hoping that is the case. But it looks like we are going to have a little bit more time just to break down that round. And I think the game itself, and I feel like personally, Suki, correct me if you think I'm wrong, or if you've got any ideas of your own about it. Both teams are playing quite well, actually. For one reason or another, it's just the team that's playing a little bit. It's just got that little bit extra in each round, and it's the smallest little things that are deciding that.
Yeah, that's definitely the small things that decided that. They have some problems, at least in the late games, but for both teams, they're struggling with some execute points to the side. In general, executing their whole area, it was the problems for the attacking side of for Ghost Army. Sorry, just forgot the name. They definitely dealing with some struggles, but exactly that is what I probably think is the thing I'm looking the most forward to, because both teams make mistakes and still are the best teams at the moment. So
yeah, I mean it's not cut and dry for the whole season. There's not one team really just dominating. I feel like that's the most exciting part, is when teams aren't as. There isn't one team that is just going to win it. I mean, you want to see a little bit of competition, a little bit of mistakes from both teams, a little bit of improvement, because then it really gives you a really nice arc to just round things out. And I feel like where we see a little bit more of Aspire starting to wake up, maybe in the terms of frag department, we need to see this second, maybe this third entry really start to pick up their frags. That's where we'll see Aspire start to win a couple more rounds. On the side of Ghost Army, though, I feel like the way that they're playing in a lot of times just comes down to how they're coordinating together. So it might just come down to, say, cutting off roamers, cutting off roam clearers, how they're able to just isolate these players into 1 versus 1s rather than a 1 versus 2. If they're able to do that, then I feel like there's a lot more potential for the round for them. And I still, like I say, though, it's not really decided. It could go either way, in my opinion.
Yeah, and this is something we definitely find out when we will return. So for all the viewers in the chat, what is happening right now is we have a round replay. So we will see the top floor defense from Ghost Army again. Same side, same operators, just this time without the skin.
Yeah.
So yeah, little changes, and this is probably the whole thing. So if they play the skin the next time, a round will give it to Aspire, but this time it's just a replay, it's just restarting with a 4-4 scoreline. So a chance for rehabilitation for Team Aspire in this moment can probably take the round they lost before this time, so probably can take the lead this time. I mean, it's something you clearly take. You are playing for that. You're clearly playing for some money. So for everyone who is just arguing why they protest, rules are rules. They just playing with it. Everything fine. But for now, I would say I don't know how good the lobby is looking.
We're just waiting on one more player to get in at the moment, and I feel like this is where Aspire's really got a real good opportunity to try and bring things back. I mean, round might not have gone their way, but looking towards it now, they kind of have a better grasp of how the defense is going to play, what they're going to look at doing to counter it, and if they are able to get that round, then suddenly that just sets them in better stead for the rest of the game. I mean, this isn't like, for like 2-2 or 7-2. This is 4-4, and the next round when it gets onto that round 5, and you got to think, right, we're on that bottom floor, aren't we? Yeah. So we take a look towards that bottom floor. If they're able to win that round, then it's pretty much starting to reset that cycle. I mean, we're not going to a tertiary site. As far as I know, I might be mistaken on that one. It's been a very long day for myself. But ultimately, the main thing that I want to point out is, if this is done and we don't see Ghost Army able to keep this control that they had in that last round, this is where Aspire can really take advantage of this. I mean, defense, how they played that last round on the top floor, I felt like it was strong. It was good. They did have good opportunities there. And unfortunately, we are going to lose on the scoreboard. So Shivers isn't going to see how many kills they got last round. I think it was sat on 18, was it, at the end of that round?
He got one from the last one, so yeah, it should be 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I mean, we can still keep counting. I'm a big fan of that.
I don't have enough fingers on my hands, mate, to be honest.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
That's the play. No,
That's the
so
secret,
as you can see, guys, we are back in the game. Round is replayed, like we said before. So same awareness, same lineup, same spot, whatever. It's all the same. Just the outcome can be another than last round. It's the same we saw before. So let's have a look what they did this time. What they changed on the play on both sides. So I need to figure something out. Future. I just thought you the last one. IQ is playing a little bit too aggressive for my case. Again, did they really figure out where the Valkyrie camps? I can't think of that.
Oh, that's painful. I know I said it once.
And mark my words, pretty. Sorry for what you went on.
No, that's
but
fine.
mark my words, they will have problems with the Valkyrie camps in a few seconds. They will be spotted, they can't find their entry, and the round will be denied. This is a round, again, is going straight up to the IQ in my opinion.
Yeah, I know I said I want to see Shivers downstairs with Future, and we do see Ego coming out, just making life a little bit worse for the attackers here, but the IQ can't be the first player in. There's a buck there, they have that verticality, but then they've also got the IQ, they've also got a 0. They can still, and a Flores, they can still look upstairs and still look at doing something. That IQ going in and being the very first person to take that gunfight is just begging to let these Valkyrie cameras take control. Like you say, they're so important. As Nerdy, right now, is able to find Tom. They're going to jump in Stockroom. That Stockroom is going to have a frost mat and a camera. If Nerdy isn't shooting that frost mat, somebody is swinging them. If they aren't shooting them pre-find out angle, they hit that frost mat. I haven't even seen inside stock, but I can tell you exactly what's going to go down in there. A minute left is ticking down, and for Casper and Nerdy, they don't seem to be in any better situation than they were the last time we saw this round, where we saw Casper on the roof by himself trying to work out what's happened, because the player going down below just wasn't able to get it. Casper this time though was able to find one kill jumping down those main stairs. That's desperate not to let the pass repeat itself, but
Attackers have
well, that's going to be the defenders just cleaning things up with a gentle, comfortable couple of kills.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really know what I should talk big time about this round. I probably think I just told what, in my opinion, was the problem in this moment. You figured it out. They had a frost trap. 2 early kills, 2 easy kills for Ghost Army. Can't figure out where
attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Because you saw it like you just tried to do the entry in this round.
Bomb located by attackers.
There. And yeah,
Camera feed up and running.
I really don't know. I probably think they will watch the replay after the stream and say, yeah, that was all bad. That was all bad. But for now, they need to find their passion. Again, this is something like you said in the short break we had. This is something like the small mistakes they have to deal with over and over on both sides. This is some mistakes Aspire have to deal with and need to
5 seconds to go.
Down in any way because you use an operator who can spot electricity.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Figure out where you can deal with the electricity, you probably can figure out. So this time,
Drones up and
The
running.
question was like, well, not why is IQ down below? I mean, IQ can belong downstairs if it's kind of like this. It's why is IQ first? Like, it's the little things, and they matter so much, and that is why we let the game of Rainbow succeed. Because right now, you can see Nerdy doing a bit of pre-flow over towards that janitor. That Roma's going to play a little bit more careful of where this Roma is coming. Maybe going to drop down below. An orange team, which is Ghost Army, by the way, in case anyone wasn't sure, like myself sometimes. They could drop down below. We can see them try and have something like Aspire had before. But it's all about that passive hold on that top floor. They need to be pulling back as soon as they can, as soon as they got it. That's what we're seeing. Drop it down below. The players are running up those stairs. They're going to win the gunfight. And they're not going to be able to do it just yet. In fact, you know what? Ghost Army, they've decided they want to take these gunfights. They're going to lose iron. Yeah, but they want to hold the top floor. They're going to hold this position in doing so, try and bog down Aspire. This is high risk, high reward. If this isn't drone properly, this is either going to ruin Aspire or it's going to make Aspire. It's going to even things out. And Ghost Army, I'm not sure the way this game's been, you can afford to really offer them a chance. They do have a player overlord that we haven't typically seen before. And we are going to see Nerdy able to get a second kill. Ram's going to start that vertical again.
I will be honest with you, I don't even know that they are not aware about the about the Ramai. Who can find the first one or can drop down? Can he find the second one? He can! No. This round is definitely again a missed round product. What Aspire can find 2 kills even though he got a good amount of damage. But they definitely did not round the elevator, the spot where probably everyone is the player located.
What about that hatch?
Yeah.
That hatch is open as well. This player can do a little bit of damage and just run down. And then run down to the bottom floor. And then Aspire, they need to decide with 40 seconds left. Do they want to commit a player to go down below? They can't. They have to get a player over towards that square. They have to get a player maybe thinking about this for the time's ticking down, Sticky. They might not have time to really think about getting all these moving parts in place. They might just have to push onto site. And this is where we really start to see things get a little bit worrying, especially if you're a die-hard Aspire fan.
Yeah, this is exactly what you said. The hatch is open.
15 seconds remaining.
Still 15 seconds. This is probably the moment where Aspire can enter the site, try to deal some damage. They need to break down the plan. No, they can fantomically do the... Need to come. Carol. The last second, no, they just need to hold the archive site. This beep.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
Admin office plant down, bottom station. No situation. Carol can find Kenzie, so only Castle left. Oh, and he's not. He is definitely known. I don't think it was a sound call. Some damage is being done here. And yeah, for the start of Aspire, this time it's just hold and wait. Be safe. And again, the thing is that the calls are there, so they're definitely knowing where Castle is coming from. This should be a real fast Aspire. They're playing it well now, playing the waiting game. It will be round. For Aspire, Carol closing down the round. 5-5 scoreline coming back. I really have to say, this is a round I completely fell in love with.
Yeah.
Well played execute on top, well played entry on the top. Big time missed round again. We covered the whole round and bring it down to a post-round situation and winning the round. Great round in my opinion, from both teams.
Attackers
yeah, I mean, the roaming game was actually quite strong. I mean, it just came down to like a little thing on the other team that they were able to take advantage of, and then Aspire, they identified that had to be a problem. They dealt with that player. That allowed them to execute onto site. Suddenly, instead of that 3 versus 3 across the map, there's only 2 defenders on site. That's a much more favorable situation. Even if they've just used a bit of util over towards elevator, they can head over towards that beat pistol. They can flashbang. They can smoke. They can do whatever they need to. They can push in and be aware that if you're trading kills back and forth, they will still come out on top of 2. Pushing that player off site, very, very nicely done. But like you say, for the side of Ghost Army, that was still a very good
attackers are moving out to
kind
locate a
of
bomb.
lead into when they'd be able to execute, when they'd be able to attack. It was a little bit too aggressive on that top 4 for my liking, especially with it being that 4-5 scoreline at the time. But well, they took a risk, and you can't fault them for it. It didn't work out, but it's still the league. It's not playoffs yet, so even if they don't qualify this time, I think you said they'll get a couple more chances. Unfortunate for Sejuro though. Taken out by that Jackal very, very quickly with the drone. And yeah, that's going to be a bit of a free pick. We talk about the Valkyrie quite a bit with the Spire on the ever attacking side. And they've at least got with the player. The camera's yet to be seen.
Just killing this, so she stepped up there, just baited by the drone. Yeah, probably I can take Nerdy down and
Swapping max!
Oh, as we dealing with the next one. It's a 7
Need a mag!
Oh, Iron, why that aggressive? I mean, you probably could have just.
We're good. Argus in place.
But it's second kill for Aspire, and as of now, we are in the 5-5 scoreline. And again, I want to just point out that Ghost Army and Aspire faced off much more times than last week's, and it was Ghost Army always coming out on top.
Yeah.
Now we're going to the 5-5. I don't know if it's again, to be honest, I don't have the screens from the last game, but still 5-5 scoreline. So can Aspire break the streak? Can they go to a possible map and match point? They have a good outcome for the moment at least.
Reaching.
So the question is, what can Ghost Army do against this defense? So to do finding Future. Oh, peek the hedge. Future, no chance there. 3 against 3. Shivers again on the Capitao is something we saw at some times. One time it worked very well, and it was going to the situation. But still, Shivers had some problems since the rehouse we had. Can't find himself back into the game.
But does at least have control of that hatch, and we'll be able to use that util on it when it does come to this execute. One thing I do quite like from both teams is they're using a lot of this time. I mean, yeah, we're down 40 seconds and still have 6 players on the board, but they're using the time to draw. They're using the time to position themselves and identify the weak points. That's what you need to see from a good team. It doesn't matter if you're using a lot of time, as long as you're using it well. So we just saw them from Casper actually very smart. Took out the TV, which the bulletproof camera was held on. In doing so, the bulletproof camera is taken off the board of a bit of a misplay coming out from the side of
15 seconds remaining.
The util goes down from Shivers. The plant starts to take place from Carol. The C4 flies. It finds its mark. It's going to be Carol taking off the board. Casper drops as well. Looks for the kill. Isn't able to find it, but Shivers finally getting on the board. Isn't able to get that one. And that is going to be it. We are going to see match point on the side of Ghost Army.
Yeah, extremely well played this time. And we had it, I want to point out, we had the same gameplay from Aspire as we had the last the first attack round they had, and they tried to do the same plant again, and it was exactly what Ghost Army was aware of. They just placed C4 perfectly. So there's a question: plant at another
Attackers
spot.
need to locate and defuse
I don't
bombs.
know if it was known or if it was just a prediction C4. I didn't think of a prediction, but still you can do the same thing again, in my opinion, because it was just pointed out from Ghost Army. I probably think before they even entered, now we have the match point for Ghost Army going back. I would say again. So yeah, what can Aspire do this time? They need to attack the top floor. Had some struggles with that more rounds.
Up and running.
So let's have a
10 seconds left
we have
before
the Valkyrie on the board again. We have Future on the X2 again. So the only thing I really hope
5
for,
seconds
the only thing is that they can find the whole Valkyrie, can deny the whole
Attackers'
impact,
objective is to
because
locate a bomb and
otherwise,
defuse it.
this won't. And this is a prediction from my side. Will be closed out by Ghost. I mean, they will win here this match.
Well, they're back on that top floor, like you said. The last time we were here, this is where we're going to see the fundamental change from Aspire that we want to see, we need to see. It's how they deal with these players down below. This is where they've struggled in
Attackers
both
have
rounds that
located
we've
a
been
bomb.
here last time. Both the first round and the rehost immediately after it. Verticality, right. That's one Valkyrie camera off the board. Are you happy that's tricky? No, because there's 2 more still available. Is it a step in the right direction, though?
I think they have the second cam already. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely known. They think at least 2 Valkyrie cams. They are aware of the castle, just moving 2 ATMs there, is waiting there, and it's something they need to do, otherwise they can't play the whole window side. Kasper is placing his first claymores and just moving away now. Future definitely did his job this time. They took the time to figure out where the camps are, but still they have to deal with Iron in the moment because it's a set open area and you can hear the drone just moving. Oh, and the don't moving the drone.
Oh.
Where I'm even talking.
There we go.
Oh,
You know the rules. Chaos has to come for everyone. Now, the big thing is, still a player over towards that main lobby in Kenzie. Now, they know that they had a player over towards that ATM side, but that was a while ago. The big question now is, are the flank cameras in place? Is there information to say, well, they're moving around, they're rotating? Right now, a very good position for the side of Aspire. A lot of util to clear out over towards stock, and this might be a little bit of a tough cookie to crack. Definitely a tough cookie to say. Tom, on the very tight pixel on this, isn't going to be the one to find Shiver. That's going to come down to Kinsey. Will try and get a pick onto the player of Carol, but can't find it. Future Force as well. Things ticking down. A minute left on the clock. It's going to be a bloodbath because the execute has to start coming through now. At this point, it will take 10 seconds. Nerdy. Look towards Janitor in this stock, finally in a good position, but aware that you might not be able to make anything happen. Carol's going to push Janitor, has to back up Nerdy, but is maybe not aware the player in Janitor. Yes, they are. They're able to find out one kill. Player over towards that Propel on the windows is going to push in. Will take her down. It's going to be Aspire. They're going to get another round on the board, and a much needed one is that, because it just did not seem possible. A beautiful shot over towards that CEO office.
To be honest, I'm speechless. I just saw the round sliding away from Aspire, but they played it so well. Just found pick by pick every defending operator on the side of Ghost Army, and we're going to overtime in this match. And now everything is possible for both teams again.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Ghost Army starting in the defense, and let's clear it out. I really don't know if it's good for you as team or bad for you, because we have 2 3-3 splits, so both teams have their ups and downs on both sides. The only question I asking myself right now, we're seeing the basement of the side defended by Ghost Army again. On the side of Team Aspire, we'll see the same lineup going for the approach to enter the building. So we will see Shivers on the Capital again. So it worked once, the second time it was definitely known how they want to play. So what will they change up this time if they come to this very point? Because if they play again with this advanced position, they definitely will getting thrown down. They don't will find any plant there in my opinion, because it's definitely predicted by Ghost Army. Still, it's a long way till there, but let's have an eye on this. Aspire will enter the same way they did before. They will try to down clear, just clear all the roamers before they making the move, just droning. So, and at least at the moment I can't see anyone on the side of Ghost Army playing on the top floor, so they're just going better. All the mistakes they did before, they're just checking double this time, double check square, double checking the elevator side this time. Great, love it.
Just everything. And the mental here, this is the more I really want to talk about. The mental of Aspire right now must be in such a good place if you're considering their last couple of results against Ghost Army. Like you say, I guess 2-0, 2-0, 7-5, 7-5, they broke that streak already. They've taken it to OT. On the side of Ghost Army, that might not be as much of the case. They might be sitting there thinking, well, this isn't as easy as it normally is. It's been a lot tighter, and now they've taken us to OT as well. Expected to win that last round. They were very, very close, but now they're really going to have to earn it. That Jackal, I think, is going to be key alongside this Zero, if not more, about dealing with these runners. Having the information, having at least Zero with that passive camera, somebody can sit on it, somebody can watch. They can watch for anybody trying to get aggressive from Ghost Army. They're not afraid to do it, so they decide on Aspire need to be ready. Hatches starting to get open because he's ready with that C4, looking to catch another player off guard, but once bit, twice shy. That's just not going to happen. Shivers very comfortably took away from that spot. Nerdy's able to find out Iron, like covering that main stairs. The flanks, they are being covered. This is good. This is what we need to see from Aspire. As the drones go through, they'll start looking towards the site. Spotting out these mirror windows, spotting out these positions of the enemy players, but the server double stack's going to be a tough one, especially if they're not ready. Casper, though, perfectly happy to take this gunfight against Tom, opens up that server, and do so Shivers can push forward. Sujiro able to find a kill, very, very low HP, though, in doing so, it's going to be a tough trade-off, especially in that player deficit they currently have. HP-wise, it might as well be 2 players left on the board. Senzu for the kill, is able to find Shivers, evens things out with a beautiful shot and takes down that vertical cover. Aspire maybe one too many times. Ghost Army have realized how they play that, how they get the util for the plan going down. Say Juro's able to find one, and now it's all down to
5 seconds.
left future looking for that push. Casper's able to find one there. Rogue Kenzie gets taken away, and the Spire are able to clean things down, and Stuki suddenly feels so emotional. Like, that noise, man.
I really hope it wasn't too loud for you. I'm completely sorry. But what happened there? Ghost Army probably had to round the lock, but Aspire just approached from the voltage, from the main stairs, from the edges in general, just thrown away their whole gameplay and said, okay, we need to find the skills, and it worked. It was a bit of time, like we clearly saw this in the end, because the time probably was up when they found the last skill. But Aspire into the map and match on bank with this round, and they can hold the defense. And they can hold the defense in the most favorite spot from them. They can play the basement side. They locked down extremely well, and they had the defense in the regular game. And again, they played it so good, so well. I just can say it again, I'm such a big fan of this matchup. They are both playing so siege.
5 seconds
Small
left before
mistakes on
insertion.
both teams are playing for their lives, in my opinion.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse.
So much fun to watch how we can find out if Aspire has the gameplay, the energy to bring this match down.
Well, second time you stick around like that in this game so far, and I'm giving a lot of credit here to Nerdy. I said that I needed to see one of these attackers from the blue team from Aspire really start to step up alongside Shivers. Casper and Nerdy have took that advice on board and took it to heart. Both sitting on 7 kills at the moment, more than any of the on the side of Ghost Army that we've seen so far. And in doing so, it's taken that pressure off Shivers. Shivers hasn't been finding those fixes comfortably. But there hasn't really been any change in how these games have been going out so far. Shivers is able to find another pick on the board to make that 2 instead of 1, but the point kind of still stands. Shivers hasn't had to put up all these really impressive numbers again. And now that we've given them the Vector with that ACOG and given them that roaming potential with the Goyo on this bottom floor site, I'd be feeling quite confident if I was the side of Aspire, but we can't get too comfy because, well, Ghost Army, they are a formidable team, no doubt. Look for that first kill. They're able to pick Shivers off the ball. Are they going to be able to find the refrag, Kenzie? Yes, they will. That's that roamer dealt with for the first time we've seen them on this attacker, being able to deal with those roamers. So now, for the side of Ghost Army, they're set to go even.
And this definitely is the first time they really can say they cleared in a good time, or in a good amount of time. They just need to find the lobby hatch is open, and the question is, what will Ghost Army try? Now they're playing server as well, the Fuser on the Thatcher as well.
Bomb detected.
So they just need to figure out where they can find and you can find a plant. So the hatch is open, yeah. They need to find a good spot to bring the diffuser down as well. Have the man advantage opening the second hatch now as well. So they probably bring one plant down, call somehow when they try to settle the plant. Can't just waiting. The biggest problem in my opinion is that they did not have the red hatch open, the open area hatch open. Just the spot that the plant can fall down when too early. Then you can't find the
15 seconds left.
15 seconds left. Plant is going down, but
10 seconds left.
the plant is behind the bomb. No way, no way. This can't happen. No, you can't find it. No.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
And starts going down, time hits 000. Casper has to try and make something to close things out. He isn't able to get it. And Ghost Army will keep them in again. And for those who can't see the cameras, the casters right now, Suki is in a world of pain, head in hands.
I'm in shock.
Beautiful cutoff over towards goal. They're really undoing the defenders there. And I think the Thatcher EMP is being wasted so late just to deal with those Echo Yokais. A stroke of genius from the side of Ghost Army. Very, very well played. Both teams able to win out their attack on that bottom floor site. Who'd have
Defenders,
thought it?
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I really
saw
can't
that
say I'm completely finished. We just in the first game, and we're already 20 minutes late for the second game because of the team playing such a banger. So we still have 2 matches in common, but now we have the 7-7 scoreline. We're going all the way to the 15th round here on Bank, and it's again the basement side who will get locked down by
10
Ghost.
seconds remaining.
Trying to do the same thing. Aspire picking
5
the
seconds.
lineup we are pretty familiar with, at least for now.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
We have Gas 1-0. We have Brava, Jekyll, and Ivana. Everything we saw in the previous rounds already. So let's see which team will come out on top. Which team can find the final round? Please.
Attackers have located a bomb.
On basement.
Resource acquired.
What do you think?
We're good.
I feel like that 0 is going to feel like rough. Feel tough on that. Yeah, but it's this run clear again. We need to see Aspire being able to deal with anybody playing above. If that's going to happen, then we see a really strong attempt at this execute on site. We see a really good potential for us this round. Right now, this run clear is going to start kicking things off, similar to that last couple of rounds that we saw. No, it just goes down playing it comfortable. They do not want to be upstairs, and in doing so, they're given a lot of time towards the attacking side. But that is a minute left on the clock, and what we've seen is, well, Aspire don't really tend to take control of the very early openings. They won't see, okay, well, there's no roamers. We're going to get very aggressive now. We are going to push. Really, I don't think the prompts being given there, they're not going to be able to get the angle on the main stairs that they want to try and cover these players flanking. But time to get down halfway through the round. It's going to be a very, very tight one once it does come to the execute. And as the hatches start to get opened up, Carol aware that we're not going to get elevator hatch. We're going to have to focus on some others. That is going to take place. Question is the C4 going to be ready? Are the defenders going to be ready for Shivers, who we've seen loves that red vault hatch? And if they're able to take that player down, that's all the util taken off the board as well.
The biggest problem I'm seeing here right now is that they have the one locked in the red hallway, just waiting for someone, for some smokes to show up there. To deny the plant, and this time with 50 seconds left. Nothing happened till now. They can't find anything, and Empire knew about the one. They are knowing that they need to shut this upgrade down. Otherwise, it will be extremely hard for them to find at least any hopes to win this round, because one is still this round upgrade, and he's playing the prime positioning here. Pretty. Come on, do it. Give me the heat for the last second.
20 seconds on the clock. The util going down. The flame's going to cut off these rotates. It's going to be a bloodbath. They have to push through. They are going to do exactly that. Now Shivers will look towards that red side when that starts to go down. C4 caught them off guard last time, but it's going to be Warden trying to get it. Let's take it down with Shivers with an answer. Casper trying to get the plan. Time ticks. Casper has to stick it, but Nerdy's not there to cover. And Ghost Army's going to clean things out for the last 3 kills. They are going to keep that streak going against the side of Aspire, but it's not going to be as tight as it was. Aspire, a beautiful game given, and a really, really strong demonstration of why these teams are where they are at the moment. These two teams, currently 1st and 5th, are so strong, and that's going to be Ghost Army. They're going to be qualifying for that final stage, aren't they?
That's completely right. Ghost Army is the first team with this win locked in for the final 8, for the finals here on the ESA Cup. So nothing but congrats for them, but I'm still hyped for the next game day where we see Aspire again. I really can't think about without them for the main stage. They played so good. Both teams made big time mistakes. Ghost Army coming out this time on top, but still both teams played so well. It was just an absolutely joy to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can only agree, really. When you look at that, it was so strong. The caliber of play that we saw from both teams so far, unless there's some absolute gods left in this league that we haven't seen so far, I feel like we definitely will see Aspire again. Well, very, very well played. And you can say congratulations. They're going to be able to take bank in an 8-7 scoreline. And Ghost Army, they're going to move forward. But we're not entirely done today. We still have a couple more games left to go through. And why don't you run us through them very, very quickly?
Yeah, the next time, the next game coming up will be Flawless 7 against MPG, against Molotov Gang. But before we go in a little bit further into the game, into the players, we'll go into a quick break, maximum 5 minutes, and we will be back with the predictions and map and everything. So grab yourself something to drink, something to snack, and be back for the next Bang of a match. Stay tuned.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with game 2 of 3 for the ESA Season 8 Cup. And Stuki, forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong. I've actually realized I didn't ask. It's Stuki, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Right, that says no to me. But regardless of dealing with formalities, we can deal with that another time. Let's take a look at this game today. So we've just seen Aspire versus Ghost Army. Today we've got something different. Now we have a Molotov Gang versus Flawless 7. Now these names mean nothing to me, Sticky, but they certainly mean something to you if you want to run us through these teams.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Molotov Gang is a team which played for like 5 seasons of ESA already. Slightly lineup changes from season to season, but the name in general is fairly known. Molotov Gang was the runner-up for the final of season 4, if I'm not wrong, with their UK team. So they have a name. It's clearly known in the ESA Cup. They had to struggle with some internal errors since the beginning of the ESA Cup, but still figured out how to come out with one another and still playing well. As you can see there in the 2-0 bracket, can close down the finals today. But they will face the winner of last season. They will face Flawless 7, which is a team, an international team, with players in it who probably won everything. Won more tourneys than we both ever think about. So they are definitely a good team, and in my opinion, they are the favorites for today. And with that said, I would think that we can have a look at the predictions, which the whole staff members thinking about. And yeah, Quiddy, as you can see there, it's pretty clear what the staff team is thinking who will win this matchup. So
yeah, all you can see is Flawless 7 on that one. Molotov Gang not really got a lot of support behind it, and we could talk about, well, yeah, Nanos is there to back the boys, but the big question for me here is, well, why is this then? So let's take a look over towards the standing. Let's see where, because I've just got them on my side on my screen here. We can take a quick peek. Right now, we can see Flawless 7 are currently in 6th place, whereas Molotov Gang are in 2nd. So, Sticky, why the favor for Flawless 7 when you look at the stats?
I would say pretty easily, because Flawless 7, like I said before, is the team who probably won everything. Just from the names there, they are the stronger team. And Molotov Gang is a team where they have internal errors probably more often than they should have. So this is why many teams don't go into the favor of Molotov Gang. They are missing out on the leagues, starting extremely well, but missing out on the big wins in the end. And this is something most of the people knowing, and this is something MVG need to figure out, need to get back, because they have a great name, have good players, but still need to figure out why they have so much struggle in the end game.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
exactly why the people going into the favor of Flawless 7. Still, I hope it will be a good match. And the match is nearby ready, so let's have a look at the map and so we can start because we are already a good amount of time late and I don't want to move all the remaining games into the end. So let's have a look. Just see, we are going to Skyscraper. We are going, or we having Floor 7 picking the deciding map, and we will see them as defense starting team. So MVG need to do the first 6 rounds in the attack. Skyscraper, extremely heavily defense-sided map, and I really think that this is in favor for Floor 7 because you can do the first 6 rounds on the favored side and can figure out a good amount of rounds before you have to go to the wall swap and need to and probably can break your opponent at some points, even though they can't come back, clearly can't come back. But still, if you have a wall swap, just say like 5-1, even a 6-0 is extremely much pressure for the neck of or for the back of the other team. So I would say, Greedy, we are late. Let's have a look. The lobby is ready. I would say let's start the game. Going to the map pre-video and seeing which both teams will ban out and what can they do here on Skyscraper.
Yeah, that social vote not looking good for Molotov. I mean, there's a lot of support. It's very much like what we saw from the production staff as well. That is a 93% in favor of Flawless 7 at the moment. And that, if you're Molotov gang, that feels a little bit rough. And yes, like you say, we are a little bit late, but why not have some 8 a.m. siege, 7 a.m. siege? Because we all know we all play better after 18 Red Bulls and no sleep and work in the next day. So let's take a look at some of these operators taken off the board so far. On the attacking side, Flores is gone, and I feel like this one kind of explains itself. This is an operator that you think about the verticality on Skyscraper. If Flores is on top floor, no matter what site, they can get some work done. They can do some vert. They can clear utility. They can open hatches in a pinch. If that is the case, and you allow Flores to stay alive, it can really, and it's not dealt with properly, like we saw sometimes in that last game on Bank, it can really cause some issues for a defensive side. Ying, she's going to get banned as well, but she's pretty much the mainstay ban in this league. If there's one operator that gets banned the most, it's Ying on the attack. Now, Solus and Fenrir are both going to join. We saw Fenrir a little bit, yes, in the last game, but not really that much that I've noticed. Not that much. Didn't show exactly why. Solus, though, I think it speaks for itself. When you think about what I just said about Flores, and you multiply that by about 10, and you've got Solus.
I mean, just have a look at on the operator statistics from the previous games we had. We had Solus banned in the previous match.
Defender,
and we
protect your
have
bomb
it
from
again.
being
It's
defused by
16th time Solus got banned over all the matches we had till now. The following operators are Fenrir and Azami, who will both go to the position of 10. And after that, you go with 6. So Solus is Greedy. It's a basic ban. I don't know what to talk about. It's just a strong operator. So it's forces the car size like, oh, they banned the Solus. Yeah, okay. Anyways, go next.
It's the modern day Thatcher Thermite cage.
10 seconds remaining.
Mirror. It's the classic kind of quad that you see from that.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Thatcher Maverick. Yeah, Thatcher Maverick, Mirror Echo,
Attacker's
stuff like
objective
that.
is to locate a bomb. And
Yeah, it feels very similar, but for different reasons. It's a different meta now. But we do see the mirror on the board, one operator that we were talking about before, playing over towards Geisha. Now, I quite like this setup in Geisha because it does allow you to shut down a lot of movement, especially if this is a very north-sided attack. However, it does have a couple of drawbacks. If you see, say, for example, like we see today, Molotov Gang, they are going on that attack. They are heading over towards that CEO. They're going to run side on into this mirror. It's going to be a lot more easy to deal with if these walls are been dealt with. But still, they can be hard breached and open. This is where you really rely on the Bromas. This is where you see 3 defenders all playing over towards that CCTV, CEO, and Dragon side. This is why the roam clear is so essential, because Ari is trying to get them in, but right now it's Ziven. I'm not even saying that right. He will spot the Legion. Isn't able to find that kill just yet. What a pre-fire comes through. Rixie's going to kick things off with that first kill.
Yeah, and the biggest question I'm asking myself right now is what can they bring to the attack? Can
And
MVP
what do we have here?
And just looks like they're having some struggle with some lag at the moment. I hope that will not come out in any more problems, but still, the opening frag is set. Bocho can't find the second kill, can't find Yuki, and we have a 5-3 situation for MVG, and just all the time, please keep in head, MVG had big time struggles the last week, and they're now facing round 7 with Bocho finally the next one. If they win this time, it's for me, for myself, this will be the biggest upset in all
Attackers
of
have
this season,
located a
because I
bomb.
really don't thought about them being team who will make it, and they're playing it well, 7 times and pistol. And now it's only Hachi left, but it's Kuzawi closing out the round. So the first round is going in the hands of MVG. I don't know. I really don't know why they how much time there was left, but it was so fast played. Quick engage is something you didn't see that often on a map like Skyscraper, but for now, strong round from MVG.
I feel like that comes down to... That certainly comes down to Flawless 7. They played quite aggressively trying to counter the attack. They had the 3 roamers, which is
Attackers need to
fine,
locate and defuse
as long as
many
you have one of
bombs as
those
they
roamers,
can.
the one over, ideally over towards that side of Barrel, or Dragon, sorry. They're able to play passive, they back out very quickly. Then it's not so bad, because they could drop down and escape. But they lost those 3 players, which was rough enough, and then they started rotating over to try and get some of these gunfights back. At that point, maybe playing for the time. Maybe playing for the time that you've already got would have been the way to go.
10 seconds to go.
Well, you know, it's 1 round. That's not too good. Run clear, good angles being held by the side of Molotov gang. But, you know, I'm quite happy with how they played that out. They
Attackers
read
moving
into
out
it.
to
They
locate a
let.
bomb and defuse it.
I feel like they let Flawless 7 get to good ranks. And that was where they really played into their strengths. Because they didn't push for these fights. They didn't force any of them. They just let Flawless 7 make them
Changing
mistakes.
mags.
Setting welcome mat.
Yeah, and now we are going into the next. Wow, they need to find this mistake to clear it out, and they need to clear it out fast, in my opinion, because as more rounds we can figure out for the attacking side, so harder it gets. Mouse can find the first one, Shimizu out, can find the gridlock, so the flank denied is out. Klaus is still ready, trying to sneak out. Someone who is sneaking on access there, but he's still thinking about how they can enter, where they can enter. Opening the first read. He lost the contact made, or it was shot, so they only have an headline.
Prepping needles.
And now they need to find a move this time, because opening track said
Initiate.
You know, in this similar kind of situation, they have
Toxins in
the
position.
defenders playing a lot more passively and able to win those gunfights. Hassie holding this angle, looks for another one, but isn't able to make that happen. Half the time sticking down. This is a much stronger option for 7. They're playing it a lot more carefully. They're not expecting to win all these gunfights, which is why they're not just trying to take all of them. They're playing it a lot more slowly, giving Molotov Gang a lot more respect, and in doing so, they're faring a lot better for it. Time's being ticked down, and Brixie a little bit uncomfortable to move forward
Attackers
much
have dropped the
further
bomb
than that.
diffuser.
Both Hassie able to find another pick,
Cover the bomb
playing
diffuser.
towards the top of that Dragon.
Tossing smoke grenade.
For the jungle as well, but isn't able to find it just yet. Just has to waste time. That's all it is. A minute's left on the clock, and Zivan tries to find this kill, but doesn't even spot the player rotating over. And suddenly Hassie will start pushing forward, this time on much better terms, much more confident, and able to win these gunfights, finding a third of their own. And now the Jaeger is going to try and take out Bucevic. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm going to have to give it a guess there, as Yuki comes through and clings things down. And a very dominant round again, just not for the attackers. Yeah, so I feel like it was really maybe it was just a case of Flawless 7 feeling them out, because that first round really didn't feel like
Attackers need to locate and defuse
really
bombs.
didn't feel like they were there for it. But the one we just saw definitely is there. They're much more switched on, much more aware of these angles that they want to hold, and in doing so, well, like I said, they're better for it. The time was much better. They were able to just keep an eye on these key positions, i.e. looking towards that terrace side of the crossfire, having that player ready to rotate down below to deal with that ash should the Frost not be able to take it out. And okay, that's put me at ease a lot more, because I was a little bit worried
10
after that
seconds to
first
go.
round. So just to see so much support for Flawless 7 just
5
would be
seconds
taken down
insertion.
straight away.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and
So sorry, I'm back. I just need to figure out some problems we had on stream. So for all the viewers, we are big time sorry for the stuff they're doing. It's a little bit strange because we're hearing some bumping on stream.
the attackers
We
bomb
don't
diffuser has been
know where
dropped.
this is coming
Attackers have
from.
recovered their diffuser.
Probably fixed it a little bit. But yeah, I'm full time back. Full time back.
Alright, that's
No
good.
pity.
Yeah, well, welcome to have you back. And we saw a very good round coming out from the defense last round. They were able to really slow things down, okay, they flipped it. They let Molotov Gang play onto them, and in doing so make the mistakes that was vice versa in that previous round. Now, looking towards CEO's side, this is where we can see a lot of these attackers already getting that map control. Gridlocks, something we haven't actually seen in these last couple of maps, is just getting that utility denial, getting that rotations off the board so far. HCRV is going to be pushed back out of this top dragon area, and in doing so, will give a little bit more map control to the attackers. For the time being, all these guys just going down, the drones are coming through, no team's really getting much control, other than the fact that Molotov Gang are just positioning themselves much better for this execution.
Yeah, and as you can see there, I mean they're playing it extremely well as a team. They just need to find the execute now. Shame on me, I really missed the complete last round. Just like some problem.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
See what they can do first. Two frags are there. We have Pleasant.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
And now, Molotov Gang has 50 seconds left to move to the side. Just getting some more hits, because Hammerlord can't find anything. There, Bocho can't find half in the meantime. Oh, and this pistol in his low position now, but it's now spotted, no chance for him. Again, Flawless 7 is falling apart with MVG securing the second round for them. Third round for in general. So with that, MVG is playing extremely strong siege at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's been very dominant each round that either team has won at the moment. Like there's not been a close round. We've just seen one team just playing really strong siege, and the other one just kind of not entirely
Defenders,
there
protect
at the
your
time
bombs
being.
from being defused by attackers.
Not really sure why, where we're seeing this from. I mean, I don't know why it's kind of swinging and roundabouts, but you know, there's no reason to. Maybe it might just be the case of Flawless 7. They are taking a look at the attack and seeing how they can adjust towards it. I mean, last time that we were on Karaoke Tea Room side, we saw that they didn't really change the fundamentals of the setup. It was just where they had specific players positioned and how they dealt with the attack. I'm hoping to see something similar on this side. I'm hoping to see maybe a little bit more passive play with the barrels, ready to just fall back.
5 seconds to go.
But then that does lend itself to the issue of what you're seeing on the side. The balcony, those doors,
Attackers
all the way
must
into terrace,
locate
they
and
can cut
defuse a
down
bomb.
so much movement that it might not even be worth playing over. Molotov Gang, though, they're going to find out very quickly what they have in store.
Target online.
No, they are trying to look where they're doing the entry point this round. Still trying to do the
Barrier formed. Keeper deployed.
extended entry
Bomb
again.
located by
Open
attackers.
boots with the fortress, so it's a little bit harder for the attacking side to enter there. If they want to play in general, can move like they want to do on the balcony because the feeds are always enabled for the defending side. This one you see Wixie on the edge trying to destroy or not even trying to destroy the south.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Got in general.
You got that camera.
Please what?
I don't actually think you got that camera.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm improving wrong. Sorry.
Yeah. This is probably the only angle from what they can find.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Fight the cam in general. What you can see right now, you have the just running out of one vacuum cam, trying to deny some winter. Still,
The attackers
Loading new mags!
late, so half the rock is already settled. They are just making them move,
Reloaded!
creating some spaces that they can cut off the flank, who will probably come from Flawless 7.
Attackers
And
recovered the
find
diffuser.
where with just fighting the first one, Shimizu out again. Not really a match for now, but still everything is possible. For MVG, so yeah. Still they need to move 1 minute left, and so we can find RG. So with that we have a 4v4, so again out. And it's completely interesting for me to see that they're struggling so much with the attack.
Sequential breach activated.
Because Hachi getting thrown
Loading new
down.
map.
He was peeking through the bar, just holded by an angle from Klezawi from the ace there. So not really a chance for him to find anyone. And now they are making the move, not even playing the side in any way.
Oh no.
Half. Yeah, can find 7.
Yeah, and is able to find Klazeri as well. Something I really did enjoy from the attackers is they were able to watch those flank cameras, but it really doesn't matter.
To go.
Is Ash is going to get picked off the board as well. Molotov gang will be able to find another one, but Butcherbeck will be taken down immediately. Yeah, I really like that Dragon setup. That Dragon setup spoke to me in a way I didn't know was possible. They had the zombie barricades, they had them set up to provide that ballistic cover. And then as soon as that happened, we were able to see the player just rotate around and just back up and just play behind that dragon. The mirror window there was covering it. The mirror window was able to just provide that little safety net that they were able to work with. And in doing so, it gave so much more freedom to
Defenders,
defenders.
protect your bombs.
They
from
can still
being
rotate
defused
around.
by
They could
attackers.
completely lose that position, but the attackers wouldn't really know about it. That main breach being open, I didn't expect really, but you know, well, ooh, impressive. I'll give it that. It paid off certainly, even though I more consider it a risk. But now coming back to Karaoke Tea Room 2-2 scoreline, and looks like we're going to see Flawless 7 go for a very similar setup to what they had, but it's positioning that we're expecting to see change. It's where people are playing, it's how they're maneuvering. That's really what we want to keep an eye
10
on.
seconds left.
For example, the Romans over towards the CEO's time. Reinforce those walls, set up rotates. If they run away right now, and we see Molotov gang start running that, and the first thing they'll see is that it's so difficult to push through. It's going to be so difficult to roam clear and move in if you don't know where these players are. Because if there's mood jammers or if there's drones being shot off the board, they have to take time to clear everything out. They have to do exactly everything. Check every corner, turn every stone if they're going to do anything of value in this round.
Oh, and this is something I'm glad about. Half playing very aggressive this time. Holding singles outside of the ventilation side. Waiting for someone to rappel in properly to run out then. But now getting round. So I really don't think they will have someone enter there, but still anything goes. Anything's possible.
Clear of the blast!
Is going down.
Nades coming out, which will be denied.
Oh.
Can find shots too. yeah, who's there to try and run out? I mean, yeah, it's something that was pretty predicted from one of those games. You can do this very situation, in my opinion. For now, a good start for the attacking side. 1.5 minutes, a little bit, a few seconds more left for teams to deny the different sides. So, MG just trying to enter right now. We have Wixie on the edge, making his move. We see Klisawi was playing, even though he got 2 kills now, playing a very aggressive ace most of the time, which is good to see. It works completely fine.
Yet again, though, we're seeing Hacky playing over towards this, or Hansi, sorry, playing over towards that top dragon. That Frost, that ACOG, that SMG can cause a lot of issues if you're not ready to deal with it. Looks like they are going to be pushed down right now. Not really fancying their chances against those gridlock track stingers. But here's what we can see right away. This is such a tier defense for the side of Flawless 7. As soon as they back up the karaoke, there's so many mirror windows, so many angles just designed, waiting for them to use, a begging to be taken advantage of on the side of the defense. Shibazu's going to be first 1, 2, 4. HCRB, I believe that's how it's pronounced. He's going to find that frag, and the duo so backs down those black stairs and gives a little bit more support. They don't have to get aggressive, but they can. Somebody is aware that they're playing there, and Zaven is going to get taken right off the board. Very, very beautiful shot coming through. One I didn't expect to get taken, and into 3 versus 4 with 15 seconds left. Suki, it's going to pop up, and Haas is going to start things up here.
Yeah, but let's be honest here, this is the round you need on the side of Flawless 7. Yeah, Wixie just making a slow move. Oh, we do every goes, but Flawless 7 can't find him before he can cause any more damage. But this is something you need to find as Flawless 7, because you still need some rounds. If MVG will take the next round, I probably see them as the team coming out on top in the end if they can make better defense than Flawless 7 did. But for now, yeah, it's a good thing for both teams. Flawless 7 had some struggle to find in the game. MVG playing the best they can, in my opinion. It's good to see what they can bring out in the attack. So let's see what we can see in the last regular one before we have the wall swap, and we're going to barbecue and kitchen.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to make a prediction here, mate.
Oh, okay, okay.
What we've seen coming out from the side of Flawless 7 is... I'm starting to understand where all this support is coming from the community and from the production. They're rotating their defense. They're kind of having a look and saying, well,
10 seconds left
what
before
is
insertion.
Molotov Gang doing? How are they pushing these sides? How
5
are
seconds
they
left before
just
insertion.
executing? How are they behaving in general? If they are able to kind of read into it, then they can adapt to it. They're able to adapt, and by doing that, they can really just step back. They're giving a round to see how that next round is going to play out. And I feel like that's just keeping toe until the gun gets attack. This feels like a very aggressive team to me. We're just waiting to see from the side of Flawless 7. And on the attack, if they can get that aggression, then that would be massive.
Even though the Blitz is already onset, the plant is going down. Blitz is just holding off the rest of the defense sides on spot. So can get it taken down, just can retake Wixie. just trying to enter from the Blitz. So interesting gameplay we see.
Yep, there we go. Third kill coming out for Shibby, who is looking for another one, but isn't able to find it at the moment, able to bring things down to the 2 versus 2. When you hear the shotguns on the board, suddenly this feels a lot better. The plant has started going down with a minute 40 on the clock. The attackers do have a lot of benefits at the moment. They're able to find the bomb. They're able to find that diffuser gets put down on you. Oh. Right, okay, there we go. HCR look at the find that kill. It's unable to do it. Closer, he's going to close things down. It's all down to the 1 pistol gun. They do have the shotgun SMG, a deadly combo to use, but this might not be it. Info starting to come through. That shield is going to be the biggest issue. You know, the C4 on the ball, but they need the blitz to commit to this. The one pistol guy. There's a crossfire in place now. The C4 flies through. The aim comes through from the blitz. He's able to find one. Pistol guy finds a second, but he doesn't have time. He's not going to be able to stop that. And that is going to be it. That is going to be four sorry, in favor of Flawless 7. That was very, very well played.
Yeah, but this is something MVG need to figure out what went wrong there, because they were clearly the better team, but it was played a little bit too aggressive in my opinion. Just wait, you don't need to swing the one who's trying to defuse. Just let the blitz make some movement there. Just let him step behind the metal desk. Just to let the last remaining defensive player knowing, oh, he's there, he's just lurking, but he played a little bit more aggressive. After that, the last one trying to swing, played into the hands of Flawless 7 in any way, into the hands of one pistol guy. Yeah, so now we have the 2 for Wall. It's good for Flawless 7. MVG is the better team for me till now, so they just need to deal with exactly that the next round. Need to come back stronger, or need to come back strong, need to play the whole defense side better than Flawless 7 did. And I think that definitely is possible, because MVG had some unlucky moments in their attacking times. So let's see what they can do.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
You keep bringing the Montaigne, so that will be interesting. I will not know. Quiddy, this is something I wanted to ask you. I just want to ask you in the pause, but I will do it now. Do you play Rainbow by yourself? So are you aware of all the changes there are?
What was the story? I think
are you playing Rainbow yourself, or in fact, are you aware with all the changes they made for the new season, for this season?
Yeah, I'm hopefully pretty clued up on it at the moment. Yeah, I've been playing Siege since the beta, so I've played too much.
So you're aware of the shield update they brought. That's all I wanted to ask. Yeah, perfect. Because you just told me that you casted the last one you casted
a while ago, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's assume that I haven't. Let's talk about this Monty and why it's so impactful at the moment.
Yep. Perfect. Execute beautiful opening track on Pistol as well, who wanted to enter there, but now they are already on site, and they are on site now, and they just need to find some people there. Hachi can find 7, so MVG is giving away some of the spots. Oh, and there's the contact name, but just can bring his second shield.
Yep.
Find the kill Rixie. No contact nades left in this Talon Age. It will be extremely hard to play again. Such can find another one. Crawford trying to rotate. Klazawi can find just Rixie getting down by half. Klazawi as well. And with that, Flawless 7 taking the next one. And now we have the 5 to... Wait, yeah, the 5 to score.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not my match till now. I'm not that 100%, but still good round. Great attack they played there. Again, in very I would say very aggressive attack from Flawless 7. The general pace both teams bringing in on this map is pretty uncommon in my opinion. They're playing extremely fast, extremely aggressive, not taking too much time. It's something you don't really see that often on Skyscraper.
Yeah, you see teams trying to really break things down, get a lot of util gun through, and just really be careful about these choke points. You don't tend to see teams really confident, just bursting out of that black top, bursting over towards like Asia side and those many stairs. It's very refreshing to see. And as we go to this top floor again, I would like to see something similar coming out from the side of Flawless 7. The roam game is there for the side of Molotov Gang, and we can possibly see what we saw before, where, well, they lost a round and then they're looking to bring it back. So I'm not going to count Molotov Gang out of it just yet, but in terms of mental, this is make or break. They can't really afford to lose another round, so this is it realistically. And looking over towards that CEO side, they are starting to open things up a bit. The Monty's still on the board for the side of Flawless 7. A couple of rumors downstairs. The real question is, how are they going to deal with them? Gridlock is there, yes. But our flank cam's being used. Are people paying attention to this audio calls of these Gridlock track stingers either going off or being shot? Zivan is looking for that kill, aware of that player off that one pistol guy on that terrace. But a lot more utility starting to get done. That Dragon side opening up, that terrace side opening as well. And now, the Bravo camera will get shot down, but not before giving Rixie's position away. A lot of utility here in one go could really close out this Burmai and take him off the board. But it's going to be the Monty, the old-fashioned way, trying to push things forward. And suddenly Monty, Burmai's heading his turn. He's able to find a kill onto Plazeri. He is looking for more, but isn't able to find it just yet and doesn't need to. Half the round ticked off the board so far, and Hassi will go down. Harbour will take damage as well. Shimizu can't afford to waste any more time on this. Has to go for the Monty. Can't land that shot at the moment. The shotgun comes out, but the cover's there. Doesn't matter though. Bok is on the flank looking for the kill. We'll get it. Here's the pistol line. 3 versus 1 at the moment as the pre-fire comes through. Shimizu is going to start cleaning house here, and it's down to the one pistol guy again. So this before though, this isn't a write-off. We've seen them pull off. Are they able to do it again? They spot the head of the player, but they're not able to get that shot. They're not going to land things off. And right now, between a rock and pretty much every hard place imaginable, stuck over towards that barrel isn't going to be able to get Hassi up. They are in the 1 versus 3. We're trying to get down, and they are locked in hard. Looking towards that terrace side, and wherever the Jaeger looks for the kill, but it's going to be Shimizu who is able to close things down. Gets that round on the board and gives us a 5-3 scoreline.
So MVG can find the first defense round. It's quite a good thing for them. Still, remember, most of the people just going with Flawless 7 who are all, still in the lead. But MVG is not playing that bad in my opinion. They just need to find some more rounds right now. They're changing sides. Exhibition Office is the next spot they're trying to defend. With Flawless 7, at least for now, sticking to the Montaigne. It's quite a good pick. Didn't work out the last one. The one before that was an extremely good idea to play it like that. So now the Captain halted it. Interesting to see, we're seeing the Capcan on the side of Molotov Gang. Not the operator you're seeing that often can have a big amount of impact. But if he got drowned out, his traps are probably useless.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Well, here's the thing about the Capcan is when you look towards Capcan,
5 seconds remaining.
there's 2 main kind of ways that you look to play it. One is you put it where they don't expect, you'll get that passive damage taken off the board and a little bit of info, or at least when they shoot that Capcan trap, you'll have the info by that pushing, maybe play off the back of that. Or if it comes to the end of the round, when you've stacked them all on one door and the enemy team have to push in and are left at the very last second to do that, that's when you typically see Capcan skills come through. How Molotov Gang are looking to play it? Well, I'm not entirely sure at the moment. Bigger things to watch at the moment, but no doubt Capcan is going to be one of those little things we talked about like in our last game. Those little things can have such massive impact. Bob and Hassi are going to be taking a look at heading over towards that black top side, shutting down any rotations, moving over towards that dragon side as well. And the drones are going to be key here. You see Zane is upwards dragon, looking to play probably quite passive in a position like that. Bravo Cam goes through, starts with the information, spots the Capcan of Zane, towards that top dragon, and then she's just waiting for the rest of their team to bank them up. Team Wall starts going to open up and hopes of getting that crossbar goes.
Yeah, so now we are starting the side of Floor 7 putting on the pressure, and we're still waiting for someone to approach. They're playing a little aggressive, but now he's also returning back to side with Chris. I can't find the one, just can't find Boho. So with this said, MVG is going down to 3 remaining players. Still falling down. Floor 7 is playing extremely well, executes, just opening one pressure point after another in just a bit of a second. And now you can see Floor 7 is just doing what they can do best at the show. Some rounds. Now we only having one left. Sorry. And the first one at least. Denies the first one of that, but Pistol Guy can't close out the round. And that's it. Floor 7 will go to the final round. We'll go to the map and match point for the next round. So, MVG just losing touch a little bit. Sun extremely strong. Still, Florida 7 is one of the best teams we have on the consoles, homing some of the best players we have. And with that, MVG definitely did not have anything to shame about. They're
Attackers
playing
need to
extremely
locate
well.
and
Still,
defuse the
anything
bomb.
is possible. Games is not over yet. But either way, this whole thing will go down. I think they're fine.
Same site again. Can't say I'm really liking this that much. I mean, we've seen some good things come out of this site. We've seen some really good opportunities and like little glimmers of hope. But for myself,
Located by attackers.
I don't want to see this side again. We've seen it too many times. It's not worked out enough of them. It's a 3-3 split, might remind you here, Suki.
10
I don't want
seconds
to. The site isn't the way to go. Neither is Tea Room. I want to see how they can hold
5
that bottom
seconds
floor.
remaining.
One of these bottom floor sites.
Yeah.
I
Attackers are
think
heading out to defuse
barbecue
the bomb.
kitchen, the
The
barbecue
attackers'
kitchen
bomb
is the one I
diffuser
want to go
has
to
been
with
dropped.
that because
Attackers recovered the bomb.
they can have that verticality, but it isn't exactly the same. Whereas CEO would be, but regardless, looking over towards this top floor site, I expect to see very similar play coming out from the side of both teams. Really.
Oh no!
Dazari looking to try and catch him off guard, but it's going to be Hassie and a couple of the others taking them down. Taking that early advantage. And for the side of Flawless 7, a very strong start that you would like to keep over. Single wall will look again, open up, the bandit trick will go off, and it will be successful, and it stops up there, my charge going down. Question is, are they going to try it again? Because there's only one more impact TNT on the side of Hassie.
Yeah, I mean, they still can't deny it with the 2. This is exactly what they're trying to do this moment. Oh, this is so well played. This is such a big play for MVG, to be honest.
Yep.
Holding the VIP beach shut down, close. No, the ace is left. I can't see if he has any charges left because it's in drone at the moment. But still, the thermite charges are both denied. So one entryway is closed down for 7, and with that, MVG has to is in a position to be called
Drop the diffuser.
one entry point less. Still can be a little bit smooth on their general gameplay with Bocho. Still is roaming and is getting drowned out, playing inside kitchen, and it's Hachi is facing him. On the Whitlock, interesting to see that drone is coming out, and for now he's definitely known and can't find anything. They are trying to move.
Attackers
Getting
have
shot
recovered their
down,
diffuser.
and now we have Flossom again in a 4-3 situation. One player up. Still need to find a way into the whole objective, which is still holding on shot pretty well from the side of MVG. And so you have the wait up. Did you just had a 4-4 situation? Am I? Ah, Quiddy, it's I'm finished for today already. Yeah, no, we have a 4-2 situation. And now they need to find something. And you can see the ace shot is coming out for VIP, trying to deny it with the morale. The is back up, which can't find shots. So only a peak hole. The second twitch is denied. I think it's probably open out because of the contact hit. But MG can just hold angles. Shimizu can find Pistol Guy. From Hachi, Shimizu can find Yuki. Hachi with another one in time.
Oh no! No! Don't end it like that, Hassie! Not the ace with the 9. I can't believe I've just seen that. That was not their round in any way. We saw the defense of Molotov Gang. They had such good crossfire, such good time wasting. And then it comes out to that. I mean, Multi-House is just picking apart the team one by one. And in doing so, it's just good crossfires, yeah, from the attacking side, but you've got to feel robbed if you're Molotov.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just, I mean, I don't know what to say. Both teams did play well. I feel like, though, Molotov Gang, they were always kind of keeping pace, whereas we saw Flawless 7 kind of setting it. At the end, I think that very much made its head. I mean, Hasek able to get those aces, just really driving the attack on that site and within the game as well. But credit to Molotov Gang, they were doing a lot of things well. It was just at that particular time, there was just tiny little things that were just going Flawless the 7's way. They were kind of reading into it a bit much and saying, well, okay, Molotov Gang did this. We're just going to hard counter what they've done. They're going to do the same thing again. They had the better read. I feel like that was where it was, because they could, Frank, they could take them out. It just wasn't meant to happen in that game, I suppose. But it doesn't mean the game's over. It doesn't mean the season's over. They still do have a chance to qualify for that final stage. But for the side of Flawless 7, there you go. That's it. They're in.
That's right. Joining Ghost Army for the top 8 for the finals. And that leads the two of us to the final game of the night. By the way, nothing but GG's in this situation still. MVG, strong game. Didn't have to be said that you lost. Flosser was a bit better. Some struggles on both teams again. Next week, you go on. I think everything is possible. So, final match for today. We are going to Team Envision, formerly known as EWF Esports, just rebranded last week, facing Team Black, a team. Yeah, I would say I would pronounce them as an OG team. And for myself, it's probably the game of two of the best IGLs we have on the console in general. Silverback against Dipsy, but before we going any deeper into the game, we'll go into a quick break, so we will be right back in 5 minutes. Stay tuned. So, guys, we are back, ready for the final match of tonight. I'm still joined by Mukwidi, who's done the first console cast since a long time, and that's with me though. So, Quiddy, Envision against Team Black. You're probably not hearing about anything else than what I brought to you, but yeah, I would leave it to you. Just try to tell something. What you think?
Yeah.
What you
So,
are waiting?
what always kind of tells the story for myself is that. So we take a look at Envision. They are currently sat at that 3rd position. Both these teams do have that 2-0 at the moment, but the main reason we're seeing Envision where they are is that round difference. Currently, they are 15 and 11 as opposed to where we can see Team Black's 14 and 10. Very, very small differential between these two teams at the moment, and one that realistically doesn't give you any information that you really can work off. So let's take a look at the teams in their background. Team Black is a team that you said when I think we were talking about them before, is a team that's kind of come back after being heavy hitters in the scene for quite a while. I'm not sure if that's the roster or the name itself, but this is a team that's come back and, well, they've kind of taken through it like a duck to water. They've come in strong, they've come in hitting, and I can see they've both got 2 7-5-7-5s as opposed to Envision's 8-7-7-4. They've avoided that over time, and I feel like that might be just a little bit extra that they might need.
How to say, to be honest. So the thing is, the side of Envision just won their first game against the winners of the last season against Entropy Gaming. So it was a game where they were down 2-6 at some point and just fought their way back all to an overtime and won the whole thing. Team Black, yeah, I mean, that's what we are here for in any way. All the teams are here for a specific reason, because they want to win, because they want to be the best. So, yeah, Team Black is the team you asked if they do they come back or whatever. it's a mix of the same roster and an OG team who is coming back. And I mentioned before, we have Silverback and Dipsy on the both teams. Personally, for myself, the both of them are were the two best IGLs we have on the console scene. So we definitely will see some strat-heavy gameplay, some teams with two players who will carry the whole team throughout everything. But with that, I would say let's have a look on the predictions before we go to the map ban and see what is the community thinking. As you can see on the first side already, it's pretty dawn. Envision coming out a little bit on top. With that said, it's interesting to see. For me, I probably thought it was a little bit more drawn in general, but it's still close.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what we saw in the last game, where it's flawless 7 all the way. Like, there is a mix. It's not set at the moment in the kind of which way you're going to see things go. How the socials vote, though, goes, we're going to find out in a couple of minutes. But let's take a look at these maps. Where are these teams going to play? And, Swiggy, it is the P4 quintessential clubhouse. If a team in competitive Siege cannot play this game and play this map, they shouldn't really be looking at the competitive thing. They should be going back to the drawing board and taking a look and see what's up. Is there anything wrong? It's one of those that you have to be able to play. Oregon at the start of the map bans is the other one on that kind of the coin. Realistically, though, quite a few interesting maps being left towards the middle, towards the end of that map ban. You see Bank, Nighthaven, Consulate, Path, Chalet, and Skyscraper. Neither team really afraid to get some of these more out there maps in there, and I feel like that's a pretty good thing as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, with Clubhouse, you're completely right. If you can't play this map, go back to the strategy board, figure out why. But both of the teams can play this map extremely well. Team Black just won on it last week against Les Police with 7-5, with in general completely awesome game. I'm still thinking about. The side of Envision isn't playing it that often, but still, I would say, let's have a quick look at the social vote, and after that, let's go into the match and see what both teams can show, because I only can say it again, this is the game I'm hyped up the most for today. Because I really hope for, I'm not sure, if they don't bring it, I'm in pieces, I'm shredded, but I really hope for strat-heavy gameplay from the start to the beginning. Prediction, Envision a bit in front. Mostly, I think that some people don't know Team Black, what they accomplished, because some of the watchers are pretty new. But as you can see, we are going into the map ban, in the operator ban phase. Clubhouse it is, pretty operator bans. Up to you. Prediction from my side, we will see Solus.
Yeah, I expect to see Solus taken off the ball pretty quickly. That Ying isn't really surprising either. I mean, I know I talked about it before, but we'll go over it again. I mean, the utility that Ying can bring to a board, the aggressiveness that you can see a team really capitalize upon, it's unstoppable. I mean, if you let that Ying get through that ban phase, it's something you might not see so much. It's something you'll see quite a bit in Pro League, where they might let the Ying through, but expect to see a Warden ban. If you're an attacking side and that Ying is on the board and you do decide to take it, you don't want Warden there at all. You do not want to worry about somebody being able to see through that. Now, Flores as well. Again, this is one we saw in the last game, and for a similar kind of reason, the amount of utility you can get rid of. Thinking about that John Holland Red, thinking about that jacuzzi wall over in gym bedroom. An operator like Flores could just undo all the work you're working for with the least risk possible. Mirror taken off the board is well a very difficult one to deal with, and there you go. There's your Solus ban.
Yeah, obvious ban.
Yeah, I mean, but for those who might not find it obvious, Solus has that opportunity to spot gadgets underneath through walls, similar to IQ. Unlike IQ, Solus is a defender, and in doing so can really shut down a lot of attacking pushes, can deal with flank cameras, drones, all that.
Defenders, protect your bombs
and then take out a planet as well. Like a glorified mix between a pulse and an IQ is that defender. And it can be really, really tough when it comes to it because Starless is a very strong fragging roaming operator as well, and it can be quite difficult to deal with sometimes. Regardless, so we are seeing that bottom floor being the primary bomb site, which doesn't really surprise me. Since we kind of pulled away from the 20-second method, I've seen a lot of teams really focus towards gym bedroom as their go-to top floor site. A lot of teams prefer that bottom floor. They prefer that roaming potential. They prefer just making life as difficult as possible.
5 seconds to insertion.
You see a very heavy roam game actually being set up by Team Black here.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse
Yeah,
it.
and this is something I probably was were waiting, because this is something I saw last week as well. They changed the whole thing a little bit, but still,
Position secured.
this is something we didn't see that often on Clubhouse, because if you lose the top floor, the extended gameplay, I mean, it's extremely hard for you to really defend the whole objective. But it's also extremely heavy because you, as I said, you don't see this very often. You can see they're playing the whole top mains as well, close, extended. They've just taken probably the whole west side of the map Clubhouse here, just to hold it and trying to grab someone off guard. And this is something I meant before when I said you will see some strat heavy gameplay from both sides. And this is really something you can see on probably every spot they will play. So the big question is, what can Seven Vision do now? Can they counter strat the whole thing Team Black is trying to bring here?
Right.
And I mean,
The way Envision need to go about this is they need to have a player over towards that construction side. A player over towards Logi can shut down the construction rotate, can watch these players dropping off, and can really stop them from having a freedom of movement that they realistically really need. Right now, they're just seeing the main stairs pushes coming through, and TMV is able to find not one but 2 kills on the Jackal, and suddenly cuts off those attackers. Like you said, they're gonna have to find, those defenders are gonna have to find another way around. Looks like the garage side is the way to go for themselves. They need to be careful about this side, but they're playing very aggressively in blue. They want to retake this top floor control, and suddenly aware some of the players that might mostly be on that middle floor. You see Beaton is going around on the top floor looking at controlling these open hatches that they already know are available because they're the ones that open them. Rizraz is unable to push through straight away due to these smoke canisters. They climb to get down, 50 seconds on the clock. Shiro, Envy, and NT are going to start moving forward. Not able to find anything yet, but Dennis pushes forward, doesn't get the kill. NT finding a third of their own. He's able to get the footsteps of that last player, but that pushes on Downs the player, gets a quad. Oh, they on for the ace ball, they're on for it, but can they get, do they know that player? Playing the board should know that Gumine is going down and takes him off the board. Silverback doesn't want to confirm, has to deal with this block for a little bit. Down, the attackers start closing in. Oh, it's a horrible way to go with Sheffield. Look at it. Good pushes a bit there. Kill, yes, but the calls are given away. The flankers start to go down. And suddenly Silverback, the attacker in the unfortunate scenario, walks over to that Moto Hatchet, gets spotted and taken down. Very strong round from Envision, and one that I want to see again.
oh, definitely, it's beautiful engage. The most interesting thing I think in this round was that we had the 3v5 situation, and Team Black just tried to extend back to the top floor, trying to take it back with 2 players. So only leaving the castle, Silverback, back on the side, with 2 players trying to gain back some control, which clearly didn't work. But interesting
Attackers
to see
need to locate
the
and
decision
defuse
like
as
that
many
from the
bombs as they
team
can.
itself. Yeah, and as of now, we're going to the next side. We're going to the master battle gym, not playing the basement again, changing the whole thing up a little bit. So let's see what they can do right now. With the start of it, it just looks like a basic setup playing Dazami. Played the headline on the right side of the bridge, if I see it correctly. And just setting up the whole thing towards Cash, towards CCTV and Garage, playing it completely extended again, which is perfectly normal on
5
the
seconds remaining.
True Clubhouse. So yeah, let's see what they can
Attackers
do
objective is to locate a bomb and
this
defuse it.
round. They're still setting up, not that big extended like the last time, but yeah, they still want to waste time with the 2 hour locked into the CCTV bridge, just wanted to deny some player.
Device on
Bridge
ice.
starting to get opened up. Doesn't sound like it's able to do the cake trick. Just getting off in time. It's going to be the tower out. And hopefully followed with that cake claw, which should be able to deal with it. Don't get taken down by the tower out. The breach will get opened up. But you have to remember, it's not that CCTV site. It is a cache. It is a gym bedroom, sorry. Key ways to attack this site is to get control of that logic site. If you start building, then if you're able to do that, you can shut down that construction area. If the attackers are able to shut down construction, Silverback, the cache plays, they're all cut off. Problem is, though, that's not going to be the case for now. The players on Master Bedroom are able to adapt. They're able to rotate around and be ready to deal with it. Bees come through into cache. Kyron's position given away, no doubt, and the wallbang from Red starts to come through. That's the ping of information will give Dex that frag so far. Only one pick and 4 more to go. It's not guaranteed just yet, Sleepy. The flank cams, though, are in
Attackers
place.
dropped the diffuser.
It's something I
Attackers
constantly
recover
go
the
up
bomb
on
diffuser.
about. No matter what league I'm watching, no matter what skill the players flanks, they need to be watching. If they're not, I will call you out.
Yeah, probably you're completely right. So, but in general, we have 1 minute 30 left. Kyron is already out. And, oh yeah, you can see they are holding the angle. They're just letting Dipsy out the camp. More ready for someone to step up there. He is trying to.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Did he deny anything there? I really don't know because I didn't get a sound of the charge exploding. Still, they have 50 seconds left. It's probably good go down for the side of Team Black as of now because they have some time, but Envision will try to enter.
Changing mag.
No, straight on sticky angle, can't find anyone there. Whispers can't find man K. Whispers can't find great double kill from him. But then denied this moment. Team Black is coming back, then it's only left against 3. Plan is going down, and he is definitely now in a close round. Second round for Team Envision. And with that, yeah, Team Black need to figure out what went wrong in this moment, because still they struggling with the attack gameplay of Envision, what is something they clearly didn't do the last week. The last week against Les Police, same spot, same map, what I said before. It clearly didn't struggle.
Attackers
so,
need to locate
with that
and defuse
said,
as many bombs
Envision
as they
clearly
can.
did their homework and checked what the problems were. Or checked where Team Black had problems and tried to deal with it. And for the first round, it clearly worked.
Yeah, now, I feel like for me it was just being able to deal with the rumors one by one, and being able to take control of that cache, move through to construction, then it took control of Master and Logi. I feel like that was done very, very well. Moving forward, looking towards this bottom floor again, we did see a very, very confident roam coming through.
5
It
seconds
just
to
wasn't
insertion.
exactly what was needed. I feel like Envision, they were able to just turn around
Locate
and
and defuse the
really
bomb.
identify where the weaknesses were. So they went in through built, in through pool, able to cut them in half, and in doing so were then able to just kind of cut the roamers off and struggle. Make the defenders struggle. They had to try and fight back for everything they had. Forced them out of positions. So, for example, we had 2 players dying over towards blue stairs. It's stuff like that that realistically, you as a team on Envision, you want to make that happen. Similar setup on that top floor, but the commit for the players doesn't seem to be as strong. Actually, it is even more actually with the utility. And as Util starts to go through, the player in construction will be spotted. Shiro ready for the drop in Jim. So when the pressure on that jacuzzi wall and that gym window does come through, Shiro will be able to deal with it. Might have given away their position away though by using that reaching charge, looking for the kill onto the Legion. Isn't able to find it right now. We'll have to look over towards that bathroom door, or whether that player is probably going to pick him from there. But that's not going to be the case. NT looking to see where this player's gone. And you can see they are trying to back it up quite a bit, but not before Dinners gets taken away on that top floor. That gym cleared out. Now, the case for Envision is how quickly they can get through doing the kind of red tape of this round. How do they go through droning out these places that we know are clear, but they don't know are clear? Are they going to go fast? Are they going to sit there and wait for the defenders to get a little bit uncomfortable? Looks like verticality. That's the name of the game.
That's the thing they need to deal with as of now. Manka can deny the first Hibana breach. So this on 2 bullets, 2 pellets, so the breach. I got that will open to disband any ways, and it's again so the extended block from Team Black isn't working as they expect as they want to. And I can only say it again, this is something Team Black need to figure out why it doesn't work like that. So Envision is playing extremely well. Again, got Dennis out, got Azami out his opening crack. 40 seconds left on the clock. They need to find an entry in a short amount of time. We will have some heavy effects in the next seconds. Be ready.
Yeah, 30 seconds ticking down. The B's coming down. The players in Moto starting to drop through. The attackers in their cutoff positions. Over towards Moto, over towards that main door. They can watch the crosses come through. Shiro's able to find not one but two. It starts to explode onto side. Current has an answer though. But it's going to be Shiro who's able to find it. The trade comes through, but all on their own. Money, it might be too little too late. And NT cleans things up as we see another round taken on the board for Envision. Very strong attack coming through so far. Very, very confident. And this is tight. This is really, really well oiled. And I'm loving it so far from the attack. From the defensive side, though, I feel like kind of where I want to look, Stucky, is I kind of want to look over towards where maybe we're seeing these roamers. Where are they getting stuck into these positions? What's happening? Why are they getting caught here? We are going to take a quick timeout, and that is just because I feel like Team Black are kind of having the same thought process as ourselves. They're trying to figure out where they're going wrong, what's kind of happening. At the moment, I think it does just come down to really good cutoffs from the side of Envision. Good cutoffs. They're kind of pushing them in the way they want the round to play out.
I completely agree, and I just can tell it again. Envision made their homework. They just picked or wanted to go to the map Clubhouse that Team Black played last week as well. They just learned what Team Black is trying to play, and they're just counter-stressing it. It's working completely fine for them, and that is something Team Black need to deal with right now. They need to figure out where the problems are, where the entry points, where do they counter our strategies or completely or complete holes. They need to figure out, need to change something like that, because otherwise I think that
attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Just keep moving.
Yeah.
And so the timeout they took right now is in the perfect time. Nothing settled yet. They have 3 rounds they need to recover from, and anything goes. Nothing big possible. Still, they clearly doing it themselves. They need to find some defense rounds, statistics, whatever you want to do with that. But they need to figure out, and they did it in the right moment, in my opinion. They clearly knew, it won't work for us. We need to change our
10 seconds to go.
Listen, this is what we're doing now. So let's watch. And you clearly can see they're already starting to change something. Playing the Valkyrie, have just close now, extend
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Just bunker the whole thing out, I think.
Yeah, now taking a look over towards this. I feel like the timeout might be needed just to kind of change up the playstyle. Just say, right, we're going to play a bit more passive, we're going to wait. Maybe, honestly, just try a lot. You got the Valkyrie on the board. Try and get a couple of C4s out of it. I mean, there's only one at the moment. At this point, you just have to support roamers and support some choke point positions that you'd be holding. Yeah. Right now, time's ticking down. Nothing really taking place that much other than that top floor clear. There's not really any roamers over on that top floor, though. I feel like Team Black have decided this isn't happening. They're not able to get what they want out of this top floor, so they're not going to keep investing into it with the players. You see, Din is pretty much as high up as anyone's going to get, pretty much as aggressive as they'll be. I'll just be backing down those main stairs and
Attackers
it's
have
safe.
located a bomb.
Changing mag.
So that going to the round, you can
Attackers covering the
bring them on in with them is probably the moment where we see something exchanged from them too, because they clearly need to figure out what Team Black is doing right now. And you can see it, all of them are trying to hold down the side from now. Maker can find the opening track, can down and out. Big for them. So the Ana can... No, wait, the Ram can't do anything more on her purpose, so all the... What's about 2 with Dipsy trying to spot some of the defenders. With a good amount of gadgets, of keeper barriers there, just closing down the whole thing. As you can see, Dex waiting for someone. Kyron is the first victim. They were aware of him playing there, meant he can close it down. So that can reclaim the little advantage for them.
Stay behind me.
Now, Man is playing quite well at the moment. Has 2 kills to their name so far, as opposed to
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Envision's 1. Smoke's starting to come through, and it looks like we are going to see Quake trying to get this gunfight onto Dex, but isn't able to win it out so far. Man like guy able to find out 1 but 2, but unfortunately one of them being one of his own. Looks for another one, isn't able to find it just yet. As Quake's able to find Dex, and the trade comes through. Shiro will find a kill, but Man like guy will trade it, and that will be Team Black able to get that first round on the board. A much needed one as well, because like you said, they weren't getting any traction. They needed just to step back, have a look at what happened, and kind of adjust based off that. Something we saw happen in the last game very, very well. Flawless 7, they were doing it within the round. Looks like we need to give Team Black a little bit more time to do that, though.
And I just want to say one more time, sorry for the weird noises you are dealing with on stream. It's sadly an OBS thing we are trying to deal with it after the stream. Please don't be mad on us yet. We are trying the best to give everything for you guys. So sorry again, just for everyone who is asking here. So go back to the game. Black for the first defense round. Played extremely well, now changing back to Jim.
5 seconds left
Jim's
before insertion.
bedroom. They played before playing it extended again. Playing it.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and
Side 2. The last one we saw, they had some struggles there because they are playing the red wall soft, which causes some problems because you can play it from the position. So sure, getting some hits. I really don't know from what position there. Oh yeah, they're trying it again, playing it around, just denying some time again. I'm not 100% sure if we have the same lineup we saw before, but still, it clearly worked. The breach drill getting denied.
Loading mag.
And with that said, Envision, you need to figure out a new way to move forward from now on.
There's a lot of commitment over towards this cash side. I mean, I am quite worried for Team Black if Envision kind of realize this and say, or decide to head around the other side. This breach is still going to get opened up eventually. It is the fact of life with Clubhouse. That breach will get opened by a team determined enough. Number 4 Silverback's able to back up. I do quite like to call this site the wedding cake defense. It's so tiered. There's so many levels to it. And this is just the first one. That CCTV is the first level. Suddenly they have to deal with the cash position as well. They were able to do it really, really well last round, which is why no one's playing there now. Now they need to move through construction. That construction has those 2 pincer holes from the actual door into master bedroom and from Logic itself. That's why Dipsy is playing for the cutoff here on construction. But suddenly, Dipsy's going to need a bit of cover as well. Somebody's going to need to cover Dipsy from a jump out from Jim. That's not going to be the case. Dunas will take that kill. We'll be able to give the advantage to the side of Team Black.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Might be a much needed one. One round might be a fluke, but 2 rounds certainly isn't. And definitely going on to the attack on Clubhouse is welcome.
Call is active.
Yeah, and now we have 60 seconds left on the 60 seconds left on the clock. So still everything goes, but the general pace from Team Vision is much slower this time. Extremely well played from Team Black holding the defense, so they can find Shiro, making it a lot more comfortable. Getting down
Reloading!
well, and I don't really think he's in a position to get back up now. Just trying to find a way. Trying to hold and get a new angle. Yeah, as you can see, never mind, Andy is down in a bad position. The output is there.
Oh, the damage.
Moved away. Timing. Timing just perfect.
Yeah. Timing and something where we've seen Team Black, they've just slowed down massively, and it's allowed them to really take advantage of what's happening, get a bit more coordination going, and actually Vision off guard. I mean, this is a different side now that we've gone into that second half of the game, or second half of this. God, I'm having a wonderful time with it. Getting this side of that timeout, it's definitely worked. They've slowed down and they've decided to just play a bit more safe, play a bit more coordinated, a bit less loosey-goosey. And we did see a little bit of excitement coming out from some of these players.
Defenders,
in that last
protect
round,
your
to call
bombs
it
from
that.
being defused by attackers.
But nothing that wasn't unwarranted. We're seeing players swinging for gunfights in high-value positions. So there's somebody stuck in Logi. We're seeing the T-Brow go down to slow them down, and a fast swing with the MGX coming out after. Nothing that shouldn't happen, realistically, from a defensive point of view. They slowed down. Yes, there's a couple of jump outs as well, but again, it's reading into the attackers. It's something they've been able to do a lot better on this side of that timeout. Whatever they've said, whatever they've decided has worked, because now they're able to turn around and really play the time a lot better.
Yeah, and this is something what needs to happen, so it's clearly seeable that the timeout they took for themselves worked. So now they have 1 round left to clear out the whole thing. To also could probably looking good for Vision. Just now is the time to make the best out of the attack they really strong with. Let's see what they can do. Starting with again extended, as you can see. Spot is bar stage, and they need to find some energy there with the Montaigne just reaching through the door, making his move into the garage towards Catwalk, and with him we want to find roaming operators, try to catch someone off guard, and like that to clear the rest of the whole map, because they need to clear construction. Otherwise, I think they will have many problems to encounter this spot in general. So let's see what they can do. Just moving. They are not making the big moves. I'm thinking. No.
That is painful to watch.
Yeah, I really don't know when I saw something like that last time.
I can't tell you
Attackers
why.
have dropped the bomb diffuser.
If you're on the side of Envision, you really don't mind. That's very welcome, actually. That's a free opening pick without taking a gunfight, you know. The only thing you spend to get that is a breaching charge. Yeah. How many? There is no downside to that.
And you clear an operator who is extremely strong, because some keepers are still loading on for loading on for Asami, so they take it. So, but still, they need to. I don't think they killed the first set, now smoking off the whole spot, and
I have you.
Yeah, they're trying to land. So they can't find the first one. Whispers and he can't find
the flank.
Yeah.
Why Rizgress has that angle there, we do not know, but he is going to be able to win that gunfight and get us in that 1 versus 3. Is Kyron against the Monty, the Ace, and the Gridlock. There's verticality. They know where this player is. He can try, but Monty is just the way. Looks like a 4-2 split is inevitable here, but Kyron really wants to get something out of here. Downs the Gridlock, but doesn't get that final kill. And a 4-2 split will be the way to go. Very good verticality. Very gutsy execute from the Monty, but definitely what they needed to go into their defensive side at that 1-2 round up. very different from drawing even, having 2 rounds.
I mean, it's still
Not much else to say,
everything.
is there?
Yeah, no, I mean, still, it's everything possible, but it's a very, very good split for Envision. Snow can go to the defense.
Defenders, protect your
And
bombs from being defused by
If you
attackers.
watched on the last 2 games, you can clearly say that Envision is definitely better on the defense than on the attack. I think the same counts for Team Black in a changed way. They are extremely strong at the attack. So I'm still awaiting a close matchup till the end, if I'm honest. There, I am really not thinking that this is a lead and Vision can go on
10 seconds to go.
easily with. Team Black will come back, and now I probably think they will show exactly now why I say something like this. So let's have a look what
Attackers
they
must locate
can
and defuse
bring,
the bomb.
and you can see they are bringing the Grim as well as Unwilling did before. And Grim is an operator I love to see because he has an interesting and good ability, and if you play this operator really as a team, he gives you so much of intel. So let's see what I can do. Starting to do a one clear from top to bottom, entering garage.
Here's Raz so close. Waiting on one drone to give the position away, but playing with that shotgun, this might, in one moment, might be all they need. Now the drones come through, they're expecting the plane to push through, but the pre-fire would follow, or the player on the window would be looking to use some util to flush them out, make that situation a lot more favorable for the attacking side. At the moment, no one's going to go peeking it, nobody really wants to risk it. I think that's a fair move. They don't want to over-aggress, they don't want to risk anything that they don't need to. That player has backed off, they keep all their attackers and defenders on the board, no one can really complain that much. Now,
Located by attackers.
Team Black are going to give something, and there's just something to complain about. Raz will go down first of all by Man Light, and while the hatches will start getting done and will the vertical as well, doesn't seem like there's really an answer from the defensive side. Hatches being open, that blue position. If that blue gets taken by the attackers, it can be absolutely massive. Eyes into church, eyes into that AK case area, combined with somebody maybe pushing that dirt area, can really cause problems for a defensive side. Correctly. Doesn't look like there's anyone over towards dirt this side, but that oil pit is still all to play for, as it allows you to rotate your attack from whichever side you choose. Being able to see one, being able to see the other. Time to get down. 50 seconds. Man has eyes on a couple of defenders, but is never land these shots right when they need them. And NT will be able to just back up just a little bit.
I mean, he's moving into his position again, and you need to be aware of the player who's playing on the edge. It is a risk to stay in exactly this position, because there's no one who really can give him all, only Tipsy getting some hits all the way from the oil pit side.
Reloading, cover me!
And just doing quite right back, yeah, and no way, this is not going well, so back is taking from top of things, and also we can find Kyron. Awful situation from now on. Dex can find Mancade, can he
I don't know.
Can, but Silverback is there. Can find both, in fact. Yeah, that's well played. They didn't have any intel about Silverback, who was playing on the hedge, on the kitchen hedge, just holding there. With that, Team Black can find the first attack round, closing on only one round left to draw the whole thing out. And with that, we clearly can say the Team Black is back in the game, pretty. Let's go. Changing sides, Envision will not play the bottom spot
Attackers
again.
need to locate and
Doing the
defuse as many bombs
same
as they can.
change, Team Black before moving to Jim bedroom.
No. Looking over towards this, it's pretty good for the side off Team Black. I mean, they're bringing it back 3 rounds on the board. They haven't actually gone through any. They haven't actually brought things back. But when you think about it, they were in a 4-2 situation on the split. They've got around back, and it's a very comfortable one as well. They've wasted time very, very well. Their
10 seconds to
roamers
insertion.
did their jobs. I wouldn't say they were insane, but
5 seconds to go.
the roam clear, sorry, it definitely did the job. The post plant and the verticality,
Attackers are
that's
moving
what
out
I'm
to
talking
locate a
about
bomb
there. They
and
were
defuse
able
it.
to open up these key positions where they knew they need to be looking. They were able to position themselves. They had that verticality when it was needed. The executes, the mechanics were there to back the executes when they came through. That's a good attacking round. That's a team that's starting to feel awake. And that's a team that's going to give a much closer game than I think we might have seen in those first couple of rounds.
So
Explosive ordnance hot.
let's see what they can do now. Dips is still on 0 kills, can't find anything big in this round till now. And as you can see, yeah, the bridge is open. Mank is still on top of Can't counting the reds. Yeah, this is there. Can't find the cam. Need to be aware of Mankey, who is laying down, just waiting to sneak up. But they can't think about Whispers, who is moving up the blue stairs. Can't find the sneak peek here on the edge. And you see again the green gunfight of the next of the
Fucking
round.
Dude, doing a bit of damage to that barricade. Can't be having that.
Just all of that because of the freaking reload. But I think he got it at least. And he can move it before he getting thrown down. And can find Dipsy, who still has no. And this game can find anti-whistles, can find Karen. Refract with his situation from now, then Southern Windows, which is moving back up from now. Just walked the whole time without any trigger brought to him. And Dexter now has a little problem in his positioning. That's no Kiva barrier ready. I don't really know if he has all left, but he can move, can get away there. And yeah, with that, it's just a waiting game, I would say. Envision perfectly knowing that they just can wait for Team Black to approach. They need to show they can wait. They just need to get the frags when it matters the most.
Disabling electronics.
They're trying to open the left, which will getting opened in any ways. That's a fact. So we need to move a little bit more with sheep in the windows. As of now, in a key position, popping the first Jojo canister. And now still waiting. Gio is probably the player with the most
15 seconds.
prestigious position there. So they can find Whistler, Gio can find Craig to the fire!
Oh, what?
Whoa!
Shiro makes it out of
5
there.
seconds to go.
Silverback playing in Logi has to push through into that main lamp. That's the bedroom. Doesn't have the fuser in hand.
You have run out of time.
Right. How is he alive? Let's talk about that a little bit. Seeing in that Goyo exploding, taken down to what 5 HP and able to escape that as well without being killed. I don't get it. I don't really get it. I'm sorry, Sugi, man. Even if I yelled over you, I just can't comprehend what I just saw.
It's completely fine. I mean, you saw how much HP he got left there. There wasn't many. He was
Defenders
so
protect your
freaking
bombs
lucky.
from being defused
And
by
I probably
attackers.
think if they were to go down into a 1v1 situation, that like, would have got the advantage because they're probably knew where Azami played. But I mean, they won the round, so can we take the 2 points or 2 rounds lead? And now changing the spot, and they're going to a spot which is interesting to see because they're deciding to play the CCTV cache area. It's a spot you don't see that often anymore in comp, in fact, because most of the teams just playing basement, gym, and then mostly deciding for the bar side. So at least on the console, to be fair. So it's interesting to see what Division is trying to do.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse
see
it.
what they can bring down. The thing what Team Black will do for now, will try to open the main bridge, and after that, mark my words, after that, I give a prediction they will return. If they played with half of the same they played last week, they will return to the construction site and try to open a single breach towards cash in.
Yeah, well, with CCTV site, you tend to have two main approaches that you can really go for. You can really go for that garage, take control of rafters and start pushing through. With an Azami on the board with the amount of utility from the Wamai as well, that can be very difficult to do. Construction's definitely looking the tighter one. Rizraz is able to find a quick frag though, as Dex Envy is taken off the board. Looking over towards that Logi side, there's a lot less utility to make here at the moment. But you can see as the drop comes in through Logi, Rizraz gets the refrag. First of all, Dipsy gets taken down. I don't see how that happened. But yeah, that breach gets open now, and you're expecting to see
Attackers have
Team
located
Black
a bomb.
logistics area start to take control of construction. In doing so, then they can go for the cash. All the players in over towards that CCTV, like NT, are going to be cut off by Byron. That means Shiro has to go down below and rotate all the way to red or all the way to main. Whichever way they go, Rizraz is going to be cut off for a significant amount of time. If not, they hold this position, they can cover her across, but they do expose themselves to Cairo. Still, regardless, Rizraz is going to be in a tough spot. A lot of it's going to go all the way down to them, with 1 minute 25 left on the clock here. I'm taking down. Cairo just going to play it safe, aware of where they need to be. Same as Shiro, none of them really want to overpeak unless they have to. So two of them are just going to hold the angle, so the other one gets a little bit impatient. Realistically, Cairo is just going to be begging that Shiro realizes the plight of Rizraz over in cash side. Util starts to come through, Shiro getting very much aware that this push might follow as after the smoke canister starts to go down. 40 seconds of denial. They only need to be able to be shooting during that last 10. Second smoke canister will surely follow. Rizraz aware that they really don't need to peek it. Any mistake now can cost a round and can cost that all vital match point situation. Byron is going to be able to find that kill. Spot Shiro as he finally breaks and looks for the kill. Rizraz aware the push it might come from this breach, but unaware the diffuser isn't there. Kyron is just going to be playing cover. And Rizraz suddenly has to go a lot more aggressive. Starts to push through, but Kyron on breach closes it down. A beautiful bit of play there, just to really isolate these two defenders and get another round for Team Black, ever inching closer towards evening out.
Yes, and with that, Team Black again can get around for themselves. And this is exactly what I meant. You clearly saw they played the main breach, they played the construction site. They
Defenders,
just
protect your bombs
tried to
from being
pressure from
defused by
every
attackers.
position. With the catwalk area just completely letting away. Just don't try to clear there, just to the simple way. And it worked perfectly again. And now Envision just keep the spot rotation alive, trying to figure out, or trying to do better what they did on mistake in the first one, with Team Black trying to find the same way into the whole building again, which worked good, which worked extremely good.
10 seconds to go.
At least for 2 rounds now. The last one they attacked him.
5 seconds
Now
left
let's see
before
what
insertion.
they can do. So now the attacking side is in the lead of
Attackers
Gary
are moving
Rounds.
out to locate a bomb and
Means
defuse it.
that Team Black need to put the pressure up to show Envision, yo, we are still here. Just don't forget about us. And Envision want to close the game to the map and match participation in a way. So let's see. We see Nicky on Nerf trying to enter, already entering. Garage moving up the catwalk stairs, trying to find someone off guard. So both teams just doing nearly the same they did the first one they played the side.
Yeah.
Activating presence reduction.
Again on the blues is for someone to show up. Yeah, Pancake just making his job as a Merc, sneaking through the whole building, trying to find someone off guard.
Yeah.
Well, not find anyone. Yeah, will not find anyone there, I think, because Envision is just holding down the side.
Drone ready.
Yeah, best case scenario, just kind of get in there with that knock, clear it out very quick, and immediately know, right, start getting to work on that kitchen. Now, they do have the bike on board, so they are able to just go from Logi and start shooting down to the divert, but that takes more time, more noise, and more
Bomb
ammo.
located by
Just have to
attackers.
go down and risk it. Kyron will to come with the rest of the team, looking over towards that blue stop side, and the rest of Team Black just taking it quite slow. Again, we saw a very good execute when it came to it. At the moment, just having some flank cams, get what information they can, and see what the score is. Focus on opening these hatches, focus on setting up these flank cameras, and then all of that execute. Halfway through the round, and we see Quake here trying to bait out that impact trick. One impact nade has already gone off, but there's still 3 in pocket. Gonna be make that 2 sets. Oh, no, there's still 3 in pocket. That breach hasn't been opened as far as I'm aware. I might stand corrected. I haven't seen properly. Then is we'll start moving down this main hallway. A key cut off. Got to shut off any rotations between that church side and that hatch side. So when it comes to the execute, that player's got to be there, just like there's got to be somewhere down main. These long angles can just shut down defenders' rotations, and in doing so, give yourself a round. Looks like Dex still very much aware of that position. He's going to put a bit of fire over there, going to do a tiny bit of damage, just enough to back that buck up and just give him a little bit more breathing room before this execute comes through. But Stoot, 30 seconds ticking down. You know what I'm going to say. 10 players in the lobby. What's it going to be?
I really can't say. Just look at the time. No, I mean, they know they need to drop. So Envision is aware of exactly that. They need to find the kills, and this is exactly what happens. So for now, Black, you try to plan. Yeah, this is what they're doing best. Just holding down the hedge, holding down the main. They were aware from where they had come and played extremely perfect. Played extremely perfect. I really don't know what to say. It was a holding game for like 2 minutes 45 seconds. One team need to do it. Team Black had the chance, but it's hard if you have a team who has an eye on everything what happens around you. It is exactly what Envision done there. So no really chance. You said that they had the crosses, what was played extremely good.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
But still, if you can find a pick there, all the angles you have, all the crosses you hold, yeah, can't bring you anything. I know that you agree with me in this situation, but yeah, let's see what they can do now. I mean, still everything possible. Team Black has the players, has the team or the gameplay in general to come back from results like that. But we can say that Envision will close the round. This time a good qualifier also for the final 8. So let's see, we are seeing Jim Beckham again, custom barricades set, changing some.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
And on the Goyo again. We'll see what Team Black can do this time. They had some problems with their wave because, yeah, they shut down permanent vision. That's opened a breach like the last time we saw the gym attack. They opened a breach very, very lately to get some more pressure, which is something. Yeah, let's see.
Oh. Very strong entrance for Man. He's going to be moving forward with that Ash with those drones in support. However, quite expectedly, there is going to be that cash play. There is going to be the construction play and that logic presence as well. Like I say, this tier defense very much finding itself at the center of a gym bedroom setup, because it is quite easy to rotate away from. You can rotate the main focal points of your team, but still have somebody there just to cause a little bit of hassle over towards that point. Now, that's going to be the first kill coming through. Rizraz able to find a man like Kai, taking away that entry on the Ash, but definitely not the fragging powerhouse of Black. They've all been able to perform just as they have on the side of Vision. Dipsy actually unable to get a kill. Well, no, at this point, which is quite impressive, but still, it kind of speaks to the role of the support. When you take a look, there's 3 assists, 3 plants going down, and you think about how many times you saw. Regardless, though, Rizraz taking that gunfight over towards CCTV is going to do all but that last little smidge of damage that they needed to do. But it ain't going to be enough. But Rizraz will just play that shield over towards that master bedroom. That's that first line of that defense we talked about. Watching. As soon as we see Dexter here, which will happen through the hands of Baron, as soon as they try pushing that door out of construction, there's going to be somebody else waiting for them. It's just about making it as difficult as possible.
Oh yeah, but now you can see they're trying to with something just trying to ban someone, even though they throw the EMP detacher nades. Dipsy can find the second frag for his team. Just running the castle as of now, just preparing for the entry of Team Black. You can see the angle there from Dipsy with something we don't see that often. Karen can find Shiro by Karen can't find Wrist. Way better apparently. According to back, and they can find Kyron. They're 2v2. It's 1 hour 16 seconds.
15 seconds left. Attackers
That's the
drop
2
the
way.
bomb
And they can find a
diffuser.
double kill, and only Silverback left who
10
can do it.
seconds
Just trying to rappel in to get the plant
5
down,
seconds
but
remaining.
Dipsy and both just let the spot alone, and Dipsy can close the road
Yes!
with his first and only kill this whole match. Yeah.
Oh, I'm very pleased to see that.
At least something. Welcome to the scoreboard, Dipsy. Let's
Vindication.
go. Just let
Oh.
this scoreboard sink in, bro.
Dipsy gunning for real. But I don't want to take anything away from these teams. I mean, the supporting effort from Dipsy has been huge. I mean, you do not see teams put up the numbers like they've been able to without strong support players, without strong IGLs, players that are able to perform in a way that doesn't just run and gun. Like, say, I love running and gunning, but I really can't do it in games without that support. I mean, the drones, the information that's being given, the shot calling, all of that is so integral to a round. It's nice just to see Dipsy being able to top it off with a kill as well. Although I've got to say that was a very good game. I don't think it went the way most people expected. Team Black with the upset there.
I mean, it could have been gone in both directions, I would say. But I agree with some people in the chat who said that the pick from Black on Clubhouse wasn't the right decision. They are strong on the map, but I said it. They got outstretched from Envision because they definitely watched what they played last week and tried to encounter it in any way, and it worked. This is nothing where Team Black need to be sad or mad about. It happens. You lost. I mean, you come back from a long time with a new or old roster, whatever you want to call it. Still got 2 wins in a row, and now you lost the final deciding match. So you go on next week, go on, try it then. Everything is possible. But Envision is moving to the finals, joining Flawless 7 and Ghost Army for today.
Yeah,
And
but
that, yeah, the first 3 teams confirmed.
yeah, first 3 teams. And if you're just unsure of what those teams are, I do believe it's Ghost Army, Flawless 7, and Envision. They were the first ones to qualify, and they will be taking those couple of seeds. Things aren't over for the teams that we've just seen today. They still have a couple more chances to qualify, don't they? And when you take a look here, you can kind of see some of it. But here to make some sense of it all is going to be Stuki here.
Sorry again, I'm just
Yeah,
my
I'm
mic
catching you
just
off guard. That's what it is.
completely, yeah. In fact, you did.
Yes, just makes sense where some of the teams are going to be moving forward from here that weren't able to qualify.
You think? Or did
Yeah,
I just understand it wrong? I'm sorry.
So for the teams that played today, 3 of them have moved forward. 3
Yeah.
of them will still have that chance to move forward.
Yeah.
And what we're taking a look at now is that chance. And if you could talk us through that, I'd much appreciate it.
This is what you meant. Yes, so, sorry again, I'm not at 100% at the moment. So yeah, the next matches who will coming up tomorrow. Give me a sec. I just want to move it a little bit bigger for me. So the matches we will have tomorrow will be French Power against Retirement Home. So yeah, but both teams have the chance to go to the 2-1 scoreline. We have LDL against Minions. It's an all-time classic, I would say. Both teams know each other very well. The main components of the team of LDL played for Minions for some seasons, won the ESA Cup with them as well. And we have Phoenix Esports, who will get a free win because Frequency Esports just disbanded, so they will not compete in any way. So these are the 2 games we will see tomorrow. With that, everything is possible. You can see the games as of now. So if you just want to wear the two teams, because Phoenix just moved on because they got a 7-0 FF win and moved on to the 2-1, already moved on to the 2-1 bracket. With that said, Quiddy, I would leave the last words for you from my side. That's it for today. I appreciate everyone in the chat. Quiddy, was a pleasure to cast with you. Even we casted the first time. We meet the first time in general today. It was a pleasure to cast for me. I'm looking forward to do it again.
Yeah, it was. I really hope that we have the opportunity to do that again. I hope I am brought back to have the opportunity to see some incredible console league. This has been an incredible introduction to it. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how the rest of this league goes. But yes, the day is done, but the war is still yet to go on. We will still be around throughout the rest of the week, so make sure you stay on our socials.